What's this? All right. So for recording purposes, if you guys like this content, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to anybody and everybody that may want to learn this. You know what I'm saying? Tell your grandmother to tell her grandmother and tell her grandmother, you dig? But yeah, so hopefully everybody had a great trading day. Today we're going to go over excuse me, morning stars and evening star setups, how to trade them. First of all, how to identify them first, right? And then how to trade them, and also do what Moody does and like try to spot it before it happens and try to get in at a good entry. I just like doing that with patterns. But yeah, so let's get into it. So before we even get into it, let's look at a picture of what morning stars look like, right? Matter of fact, let's go over here and let me read you a little bit about morning stars. So the morning star signal. What's good is stock market. What's good is a stock market device if you still don't know how to read stock charts, right? This page will help you identify the morning star signal and trading criteria used for successful implementation. We hope this is helping you along your way to successful stock market trading. Be sure to join, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to promote anybody else. But that's what a morning star right here looks like, right, guys? So, give me a second. I was trying to go up too fast. Did I just pass it? No, I'm down here. Right here. My bad, I'm moving a little too fast. This is the evening star. Let's go back to the morning star. Right here. All right, so let me just scroll down just a tad bit. All right, so right here it says description. The morning star is a bottom reversal signal, right? So one thing, since it's saying bottom reversal signal, that is a bullish reversal signal, right? If anybody knows Moody or been watching or studying me, I will trade a continuation, but I rather always get reversals, right? So excuse me. The morning star is a bottom bullish reversal signal, like the planet Mercury, right? For Geminis. The morning star, it foretells that brighter things sunrise. Reason why I look at the morning star as the sun rising and the evening star, the sun setting, right? Sunrise is about to occur, or the price are going to go higher. It is formed after an obvious downtrend, right? Because it's a reversal. It is made by a long body. Usually one of the fear induce, I'm not the best reader, days at the bottom of the long decline. The following day gaps down. However, the magnitude of the trading range remains small for the day. This is the star of the formation, right? The little doji that you'll find in the middle, and I'm gonna show you some pictures, is like two pillars, and then you'll find a doji in the middle of it, right? And sometimes it won't be a doji, and I'm gonna explain that. It can be a hammer there, and I'm gonna show you on the charts. It can be a spinning top, it can be a gravestone, it could be so many different types of doji or so many different types of candles. It's about understanding the two pillars and understanding the form of what the morning star looks like, right? So lost my place. Where was I? Formation. The third day, right? Because it's a three, and it doesn't have to be the third day. They're talking about on a daily chart, right? Because it's a 3 candle setup, right? Just like how the strat has a 2 candle setup, 3 candle setup. And I'm gonna show you how it follows along with the strat. So where was I? Lost myself again. The third day is a white candle day and represents the fact that the bulls have now stepped in and size control, right? The ultimate morning star signal would have a gap before and after the star day. Let me go to the chat real quick, see what somebody's talking about. As long as you can read them candlesticks. Probably daddy stupid. Yeah, you back, right? I know what you're talking about too. He probably daddy's talking about when I was like, I'm not the best reader. And he's like, at least you can read them candlesticks, right? I know he's laughing in the background right now. So where was I? The makeup of the star and indecision formation can consist of number of candle formations. The important factor is to witness the confirmation of the bulls taking over the next day. The candle should consist of a closing, right? I'm gonna just stop it right here, right there. And I'm gonna bring you over to the Discord. What did I say? Potential evening star set up on a 15-minute candle about to close. Let's look at how it looks. Just like that on top of my broadening formation, right? And so I don't come back here. I said it, I was like, this is what I do while at an appointment, because I was literally in an appointment at the same time. Evening star complete. We'll be going over this in class, and that's what the evening star looks like. Went and took out target, then gave us a little extra to take out some more targets and continue down, right? So let's go back here. And I stopped at close. Let's find close. Witness, the bulls are taking over the next day. That candle should consist of a closing that is at least halfway up, and the black candles of 2 days prior. Criteria, right? And this is what I meant by, like, we're going to identify and we're going to also learn how to trade it, right? So the criteria of seeing a morning star or trading a morning star is understanding that there was a downtrend, right? That's what happened at first before you seen this morning star. A downtrend has been apparent, right? The body of the candlesticks is black, continuing the current trend, right? The second candle is an indecision formation. If we ever hear, and this is so good when you're reading words, I can see the chart as I'm reading it, right? Because I understand candlesticks and I know the definitions of some of them. So when you're hearing indecision, you already understand that that's a doji, right? It's not even a dragonfly, it's not a gravestone, it's not a long-legged doji. It could be a long-legged doji, but it's a common doji. It's just letting you know that there's indecision in the market, right? And indecision formation, which is a doji. The third day shows evidence that the bulls have stepped in, that candles should close at least halfway up the black candle, right? And then there's just some more things and signal enhancements to let you know, like, I'll just read through them real quick, but the longer the black candle and the white candle, the more forceful the reversal, right? Let's go back and look at this one. These, even though one thing that, don't get confused with Moody just talks a lot and puts things out there. One thing that I automatically do, just like this was my target right here, I'm going to compound these, because on a 30-minute time frame, right? I could do it when we go back to the charts. There's going to be an evening star on that 30-minute time frame as well, right? These two candlesticks are just going to be compound. Then you're going to have that one compound with another one, right? That gave you that evening star on that time frame. So just looking at it, you can see how this one was basically as long as this one and still went and completed this pattern, right? It's kind of the opposite of what they were saying. Not really, it's kind of still similar, but just trying to show you some visuals of what that would look like, right? The more indecision that the star day illustrates, the better probability that a reversal will occur. A gap between the first day and the second day adds to the probability that the reversal is occurring, right? And remember this, because I'm going to talk about this. A gap between the two pillars, right? So the star gapped up. The star didn't, the star gapped up, or you could look at it as the two pillars, both gapped down from the star, right? But that doesn't have to be this. That's not the case. That does not signify a morning star, right? That's why it's good to read certain books about candlesticks, because it'll give you a better guidance and help you understand, okay, not everything is going to look textbook, right? And shout out to BW, because he found one that he actually DM'd me and he was like, hey, Moody, would you consider this one? And I'm like, absolutely. And he said it's like, it's not textbook, but it's there, right? Because that's the price action that it's showing you. So always remember that a gap between the first day and the second day as to the probability that the reversal is occurring. A gap before and after the star day is even more desirable, right? It's just letting you know what, like, more confirmation on what you're looking for, right? And then you have the evening star, pattern, which is the same thing that I just went over, is just the opposite, right? So let me close this out. Well, I'll leave it there just in case we come back, and we'll go over to some charts. Before I go over to any charts and just start breaking down what the morning star is, or how I view it. Does anybody have any questions? Please make sure to unmute yourself if you would like, or just drop it in the comments. All right, let me read a couple of these questions. Hey, Moody, do you watch your chart on TD or Ameritrade? Nope. Or do you use trading views for charting, right? Yep. Exactly what you see is what I do. I don't tell people anything that I don't do. If I haven't done it myself, I'm not even gonna mention it. Even if I know that it's a dope strategy. If I haven't done it myself, I'm just not gonna mention it because I don't know the success of it, right? But yes, I do all my charting on trading views. I don't use Webull. I don't use TD or Ameritrade. I don't use TOS. I know TOS is actually free, but I kind of stay off of the brokerages and just use charting platforms. Erica says, is the close of the candle based on 4 p.m. or 8 p.m.? No, not at all. I wouldn't even think that. Like, you know, it just depends. That once I read that, I'm like, what time frame are you looking at? Like, that's immediately what my mind thought. I was like, huh? Is the close of the candle based on 4 p.m. or 8 p.m.?
I guess when the market closes, are you looking at it when the market closes at 4 p.m. or 8 p.m.?
What am I looking
at? Candlesticks.
What are you asking?
The candlesticks, like, I guess the evening star versus the morning star, any of the candlesticks, are you looking at how they close at 4 p.m. when the market traditionally closes, or at 8 p.m.?
If I do that, I would never trade. No, it's not making sense to me, because I'm like, if I was to wait for candles.
Are you talking about an aftermarket hours or something?
Yeah, are you looking at it at 4 p.m. or are you looking at it aftermarket hours?
Extended hour. Maybe.
I always have extended hours on, but I don't wait till the market.
Okay, that's right.
Look at candles.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was trying to ask. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I trade with extended hours on. I don't ever turn my extended hours off. Sometimes they'll be off because I'm actually helping somebody, and I'm trying to get my chart to look like theirs a little bit. So I'll put real time on and I'll forget. But anytime you look at my chart and you look down here, you'll see ETH, which is after hours trading session. I never have regular time. I used to trade with regular time. And the strat works on both. I just prefer to have extended hours because it tells me everything. You know, I'm a trader. Even though the market's closed, I would like to know what happened in pre-market and aftermarket. It's going to help me. Like, anybody that live traded with me before or took in the boot camp with me, they understand why I look at that and why it's important to know that, right? Which book are best? You talking to the wrong person on that one. Because the only reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people, like, they be like, oh, trading in the zone and this. I ain't finished none of those books, to be honest with you. I listened to them. I was like, dang, they sound like Moody. Okay, I know what to do. Keep a positive mindset. Keep pushing. Like, don't let certain things distract you. Like, certain things was like common sense for me because of things that I've done in the past, if that makes sense, right? So I was able to understand FOMO because I related FOMO to, like, hey, me being a kid and me wanting some Jordans, and, you know, they just came out, but my mama, you know, she working 2 jobs and she got to take care of all of us, so I can't get them. So, you know, I had FOMO, but then I had to figure out how to, you know, not read the candlesticks, but learn how to make money that way. So the best thing I would say, which books are the best? I would ask Jordan that question, right? Because to me, I've read the major candlestick signals. I actually provide that book for anybody that takes, and that's where I was reading from. I provide that for anyone that takes the boot camp with Jordan and I. But for me, I would say books on candlesticks. That's just talking to you about candlesticks, because you're going to learn patterns. Like if you start to trade and you learn about candlesticks, you will start to see patterns. You're going to hear about a head and shoulders, and it's all about visualizing it, right? Once you can visualize it and identify it, and you drawing on your chart, that's why it's so important to draw on your chart, because it's like writing. You know, things that you write down, you kind of follow through with them depending on the person you are, or you execute on that, right? So like when you're drawing on your chart, it's kind of hard to be like, oh, I forgot what a morning star looks like. I forgot what this looks like, because you continue to do it over and over. So just to reiterate my answer, I would say books on candlesticks, on just strictly candlesticks. Candles close, not market close. Oh, now I BW is helping me. I'm understanding the question now when she says, is the close of the candle based on 4 p.m. or 8 p.m.? Like, okay, I got you. The candle close. Yeah, you always, for the morning star or the evening star, when you get your second candle, you don't ever want to just jump in a morning star on the second candle. You want to wait for the confirmation of your third candle, because a morning star or evening star, I don't like giving probabilities out, but like it depends on the time frame that you're on. But you know, like 8 times out of 10, if you catch a morning star or evening star, it's gonna give you a continuation, because it's a reversal pattern, right? It's like when you find them, they're like taking out lows, like a pivot low, and it's returning back up, or it's taking out like a pivot high or something like of that nature. For my stratters, is basically hitting the bottom of a Brownian formation or somewhere in that range, or the top of the Brownian formation. All right, let's go down. You just said the candlesticks. I have the Candlestick Bible. Others? So true. Thank you. I never read the Candlestick Bible. I'm just trying to be honest with y'all. I never read these books. I put out all those books on there, and it's because I know that they're great books. I've heard YouTubers talk about it. I know other traders that read it, and they told me to read it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like majority of those books I turned on, listened to like probably while I was driving, maybe 30 minutes, and I just never went back to them. And I guess it's because I took so much from the little bit that I was already listening to and the things that I know, and just kept going. Excuse me, I'm trying to eat while I talk to y'all. My apologies. But all right, so true, thank you. Absolutely. I like you too. She said, I have the Candlestick Bibles. Others? Like, don't stop talking, Moody. Come on, give me some books. But if something hits me in my head, I definitely got you. Tracy, Moody, did you say one time for the morning star or evening star is better than the other? Nah. I don't think, no. I don't think I only can say certain things like that when it comes to the strat. But I don't think any pattern is better than the other. Because patterns are subjective. I can bring you, I mean, I can show you morning stars that fail. I can show you evening stars that fail, right? The reason I like them is because I know how to trade them, and I know where to find them at, right? I know, and things of that nature. And I'm gonna give y'all time frames where you just find them. Like I like to swing trade them too. But yeah, I don't think one is better than the other when it comes to evening stars and morning stars, because they're both good reversal patterns. It's like having a 2-2 reversal, a 2 up, 2 down reversal, or a 2 down, 2 up reversal. None of those, one doesn't outweigh the other, if that makes sense. It's like, what is better, being a bull or being a bear? One doesn't outweigh the other. But always just remember, even though I love patterns, patterns are subjective. All right, so if y'all have any more questions, please drop them in. We're gonna go to the charts now. All right, so first thing we're gonna talk about is actually the setup that I called out, right? Right here. And we all should have banked off of this. All of this is like, hold on, I'm just trying to delete these things. I know that was a head and shoulders that I drew out for everybody that I seen happen beforehand. All right, so this evening star setup right here. So before we even look at this, let's go back to Google so we can see, and so we could look at evening stars and we could look at morning stars, right? Let me see if they have one with both of them in there. Well, let me show you this one. This is what when I was reading and it was talking about the gap ups, gap downs, or the star being gapped. This is what it looks like when you have a gap on a morning star, right? Those are great as well. But like the book was saying, when you find it and it gapped up like that, and then you have that other one gapping down that way, is more in force, right? And it's a higher probability than to just find it like, say, like right like this one, that is not like gap down. That gap down, just so you can know the terminology of that, the technical terminology is called an abandoned baby, right? Whenever you have a star, a morning star or evening star, and its gap is an abandoned baby. They abandoned all of that and they're reversing to the other side, right? This is also a morning star, right? And this is the one with the gap up. And notice that when you look at all of these morning stars, when you Google them or you're YouTubing them, you're gonna find them with those gap ups. Some people will show it to you without no gap ups. Like this is I love the person that did this one, right? Because it's not so textbooky. And it's like letting you know, like this is kind of like the one that you found right here, but like it was the opposite of BW, right? I don't want to go to your DMs and show it to anybody, but long story short, that's like the one that you found. And you see like this one ain't gapping up and like the price action looks a little like nasty. It's not like textbook perfect, but that is a morning star, right? This one too. Let me see. Right here. And I'll teach you about these as well. It's best to show you on a chart, but sometimes you'll find two small candles in between those two pillars, right? It's just taking a little more time for that to execute. So let's run over to the charts and we're just gonna run through different types of morning stars and I'll tell you the time frames that I like to find them for swings and things of that nature. Let me go to the chat, somebody just asked something. Question, does the colors of the morning star matter? Absolutely not. The pattern matters, right? The reason I say that is because, I just moved this. If I was to say that it mattered, I would be right, but I'll be wrong, right? Because it just depends on what colors do you have your candlesticks? Are they red and black? I mean, are they red and green? Are they white and black? Are they purple and orange? You know what I'm saying? It just depends. But 9 times out of 10 is always gonna, if you're looking at a morning star, like this one is a morning star. It just didn't take out its target, right? It failed and gave you an evening star. This happens all day. You just have to learn these patterns. But long story short, a morning star will always be red first, whatever color. I don't care about the middle color, and then it'll go green. An evening star will always be green first, and then it'll go red. So it's not that it matters, but the colors will always be the same because it's just impossible unless you just change your colors. All right. Hopefully did that make sense, BW? I don't want to confuse anybody. All right, so let's go further along. Now that we know that what a morning star looks like, right? I'm just going to delete all of this. This is a morning star pattern right here. You have your green candle. There's a 3 candle pattern. You have your, I'm not going to call it an abandoned baby, but you have your doji or your little small candle in the middle. I don't even like to call it a doji because whatever I say to you, you're going to take that and run with it. And you're like, nah, Moody, I don't see a doji, so you're not going to look at it. It can, look, this is an inverted pin bar, right? This is like a spinning top. Or somebody, if they make it bigger, they'll probably call it an inverted. No, that's a spinning top right here, right? So it doesn't have to be a doji. It just has to be similar to the 3 candle pattern, right? Basically seeing like how I like to look at it. Excuse me. How I like to look at it is basically like the sun is rising and the sun is setting, right? Like how I was saying on that textbook. Morning stars always are going to rise and always are going to take it all the way up, right? And then it also depends on the time frame that you find it on, right? And then the price action and the resistance and things of that nature, but just focus on the pattern. I'm just telling you important things. And the evening star is always the sun setting, right? So always remember that. So this is how you would trade it. So when you first see it, this is, oh, well, let's do the replay. And we can see exactly how Moody saw it. Replay. I'm going to replay it from here. So this is what the chart looked like at first, right? I just love patterns, but there goes an evening star right there, right? It's not as perfect, but you see it. This one, and remember, this is a 15-minute time frame. Compound both of these. 15-minute, 15-minute, that's a 30-minute chart, right? You see, if you compound both of these, that's the completed evening star taken out as target and gave you more targets, right? So that's how it played out. I seen that evening star, I seen an evening star reversal. I also seen this pin bar, right? I had my Browning formation that helped me to understand that. I drew two Browning formations. I drew one that it was in and one that if it breaks, it could potentially go into the next one, right? I kind of deleted it so you can't see it, but you can see it on my channel. It's drawn on there. So let's go ahead and play it. And the reason I took the trade is because it was on top of my Browning formation. Anybody that trades a strat knows that we're not breaking the Browning formation and keeps testing, we're dropping. So let's see it play out. Boom, you see that? See that big candle, boom, I'm like, oh snap. That right there was a PMG. Oh snap, I meant to pause it. That right there was a PMG. That candle taken out, bloop, 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 and you seen it go back red. People got scared. Bulls came right back in and took it up to that resistance, right? Which is probably, no, this is, yeah. Let's not even talk about that, Calvin. But long story short, it took out that PMG. Me understanding charts, I knew that we stopped these traders out. That's how I look at it. It's like the people that were going short and continue to go short, we stopped you out, we stopped you out, we stopped you out, we stopped you out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I understand. And then this candle also stopped those people out. As soon as I saw this candle, I was watching it. And that's when I had sent it out. When it was about to close, I think it had like 1 minute or 2 minutes to close. I was letting people know, set yourself up. Well, I didn't say like set yourself up, but I think that people understand how I trade now. But long story short, that was like your setup move right here, your entry, just to show you. Because I utilize the strat, right? It's gonna be the bottom of that doji, right? Your call entry will be the top of this doji. So you do not look for calls, especially in the evenings, in the evening star. You do not look for calls unless you break that top, right? That is your stop loss because we're going for puts. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry, I had kind of an emergency call. But long story short, let me go to the chat since I kind of, what's the PMG? We'll go over it. I'm not gonna go over it right now because then I'm gonna get thrown off. But one thing that I will tell you is you go to my YouTube channel, you can also go into the section into the Discord, and I had classes on the strat and on what's a PMG and things of that nature. But at the end of the class, I'll definitely go over what a PMG is. Because it's very, very vital for people to understand that. It's beautiful. But yeah, long story short, that right here will be our entry. The bottom of this, this is how you enter a evening star, right? And this is how you set your stop loss as well. And this is why I utilize the strat, because it's just easy. There's nothing in I haven't seen no trader. I haven't seen nothing where I can use this strategy and it gives me an entry, it gives me my stop loss, and it gives me my targets, literally, as I look at the trade. So I won't stray away from the strat. But long story short, this is how you will enter. And let's make this red so we will understand that this is our stop loss, right? Boom. So now we're gonna let it play out. Oh, Moody, you should show them something. Even though we found this on a 15-minute time frame, if you find it on a 15-minute time frame, that means it already happened on a smaller time frame. What do you mean by that, Moody? We take it to the 5-minute. You see that? It's already happening on a smaller time frame. Like you can use, you see, that's my entry right here, but this is a 5-minute time frame, and I'm also seeing how it's pushing up, but bears are in this candle, and I'm understanding that. If you was to take this over, because I trade on a 1 minute, right? But let's take it to a 3-minute. evening star. It's already like telling you, look, bull flag, consolidation. We broke bull flag, came back down with an evening star. That's how I read the candles. I read them with patterns and I read it with price action on what it's trying to tell me, right? I keep getting inverted pin bars and dojis. You see this morning star right here? This is a morning. I know, baby girl. I know. We're about to. Hey, Erica, can you please mute yourself? I'm trying to find you to mute you. Thank you. Appreciate you. You got such a beautiful angel back there. So, let me see some messages on the show. Wait, so cute. La, la, la. Yeah, Shay, that was beautiful. It was beautiful. So yeah, this is a morning star setup, right? It doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look, hurry up, find morning star, maybe. Morning star right here, right? It doesn't look perfect like the morning star going all the way up, like the pictures that I show you, right? But that is a morning star. Just didn't take out its target, but it's showing me all this consolidation up here, which I understand is if this is on a 3-minute chart like this, it's probably even higher, oversold, overbought, I'm sorry. On a 1-minute time frame, we'll take it there, right? But let's go a little further in depth about this, right? This is why I say I'm going to teach you how to trade morning stars and evening stars, but it's always good to understand patterns, and I utilize the strat not to get faked out of stuff. This was an evening star potential right here, right? One pillar or one big green candle, and just took out a PMG, right? Right here was the abandoned baby or the star. This candle should have took it all the way down. It didn't trigger right here. It triggered up to let you know, hey, where it's not happening, right? Then this candle came out and it gapped down. It opened right here to start showing you like, oh snap, we're about to get this evening star, right? And that's one thing I want you guys to understand. That you could get 2 small candles or whatever kind of candles right here, and then get one big one flushing all the way down. That is also an evening star, right? I just never heard nobody teach it like that or talk about it like that, but I take it like that, right? And I've been doing it for over a year and it works for me, and I've been successful doing that, right? But just trying to show you that patterns are subjective, right? The reason to me patterns are subjective is because patterns correlate with each other, right? Certain patterns create another pattern, right? It's just like how you were gonna have this evening star. This is a bull flag right here, right? On a smaller time frame, let me just draw it just in case nobody's able to see it. Pole flag. Oh, you can't see this one. Let me pull the pole out right there. It's on this red candle. Let me pull it like, I'm gonna put it like right here so you can like see it. This is the pole, the green candle. That's your flag. What would this represent? A bull flag breakout, right? Into another bull flag. Reason why I called the and mind you, you see that I'm talking about an evening star, right? And I'm coming down, but this all correlates with everything that I saw today and that I was calling out today, right? Even when I said right here, if we scroll up, 2-2 reversal, where is it at? PMG. It's when I called out the head and shoulders, and I was like, oh, right here. Let me go back up here. From my straters, we are on a 2-2 reversal and the 15-minute breaking 50 mark RSI. For my pattern traders, possible head and shoulders, right? Because I already seen it forming. I sent this picture out first, bull flag, and I'm drawing them out for you right now. Bull flag breakout, because it failed because it's objective. It failed to give the evening star and bull flagged up. Once I seen one bull flag, the next bull flag, that bull flag to me on the top, even though it hasn't been created, because I just trader, like I'm a trader, I automatically said head and shoulders coming. That's my shoulder, that's my head. Let's wait for this bear flag, right? So as you see, it starts to form a little bit more when I drop it in my channel. You can see it shoulder, head, consolidating now, right? So let's take it back. And I'm just trying to show you guys visual, like this is what I traded it too. And if you see it on my channel, 9 times out of 10, I'm trading. You can ask me a question and I will let you know exactly what to do. But now we're getting that shoulder, we're getting this head. You see it? Ooh, sorry. Right there. But this is why I say patterns are subjective, because it could have gave us an evening star, but it broke out to be a bull flag and then started flagging again. And all this consolidation let me know we're coming back down, and it gave us that evening star up here, right? This is just a whole bunch of candles on the 15-minute time frame. I just showed you all of that, right? Take it to the 1 minute, you start to see it. This is how I knew it was going to happen, because bull flag breakout. I seen the shoulder already. I've been seeing the head on the 3 minute, right? When I'm showing it to you. And all it did was give me another shoulder, head, shoulder, and left a neckline right here. You see this entry? This entry is on your head and shoulders neckline on a 1 minute chart, right? And this is why I do time frame analysis, and I correlate time frames together and patterns together. Like, okay, this is what's happening. All right, cool. And I go ahead and execute. That's why I was telling you, Shay Dub, like, bro, you nice. And I'm not gassing you, bro. Like, you nice. So it's just like, if you want to now, all you got to do is keep being disciplined on what you're doing, right? Because now that gets stuck in your head, because it's like automatically I'm taking 20, 30% every single day, right? All right, now I want more. It's not about being greedy. It's about, all right, let's be more strategic. What can I do, right, to maximize on this position, right? And Jordan has a great class on how to maximize on your positions, right? And I believe that Shay Dub dropped in the general chat. Y'all make sure to check that out. But yeah, I started seeing all of this on a 1 minute. So boom, let's go ahead and go back to a 15-minute chart. And this is why I say you don't have to be on these smaller time frames sometimes. You just have to know the setups. You just have to know, okay, when is it my time to trade? You know what I'm saying? Moody probably likes the 1 minute. Jordan likes the 1 minute. They be going crazy over there. Quinn over here on a 1 minute, 0 seconds. I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? But these people are just going crazy, right? But that's that discipline and us doing it so much, right? But a lot of us started on bigger time frames, right? And started to understand the small ones a little bit better, right? Unfortunately, fortunately, Moody, I started with the 1 minute time frame. I just started learning all of them at the same time, because that's just what I wanted to do, right? So going back to that 15-minute chart, you have your stop loss right up here. You have your entry right here. Let's go ahead and press play. Next candle comes out. Beautiful, right? Dang, I should have drew this beforehand. I'll just draw it right now though. Boom. So this is going to be your target, right? And we're going to make targets red because we're going down. That would have been your target. That would have been your target. Moody ain't going to tell you nothing, but that would have been my target too. That my target. That would have been my target too. Yeah, it's just the way I trade. Rob will be like, bro, why are you doing all that? But boom. Those are my targets right there. And we're going to let it play out, right? So with that being said, that's where you enter that trade at. Moody, teach them some fly stuff. Another thing that you can do is, right, you could have been waiting when this candle closed. And I'm going to, should I rewind it? I'm going to let you see this. I'm going to rewind it for you. I'm going to go to the chat here in a second. But this is your entry. If you a sniper, like Shay Dub, like Moody, like Jordan, like Quinn, like Zay, like if you a sniper, bro, go ahead, like don't get too scared. Watch this. And I'm not gonna reverse it so you can be able to see it. Let's just take it to a 5 minute time frame. If you a sniper, you would have been in this trade, right? Look. Dang, can somebody, I just like to teach. Can somebody tell me what would have been the sniper move? You come mute yourself and just tell me, yo, what would have been your entry, Moody? Or this would have been my entry right here. Because I'm just about to show you what I just did, but on a smaller time frame. I'm gonna go to the chat and give anybody a chance. All right, so let's go back in here. What's the PMG? Wait, so cute, laughing out loud. Fact Shay Dub. Jordan, got your bro. Didn't know I was co-host. Yeah, bro, you know. I'll play it, bro.
So would the entry be right at the end of that evening star once that candle closed? So once
I want to point at it. What it looked like. Talk to me nice. What's the candle?
So the red candle, the two before the last one. So when that candle closed, which signifies the evening star. So you would have entered once that candle closed?
This one, nah, you lost. You
Okay.
didn't lose, but you late. You late to the party. You late to the party if you waiting for this candle to close. Look at it one more time. You so close. I don't even want you to stop talking. Look at it one more time and tell me where my entry would have been at. And I'm a cheat. My entries are always the bottom of or the top of the candle. These are gonna be support or resistance.
So let me see. Typically, what I look at, so this is on the 5 minute. I probably would have flipped over to the one to see what the candle was after that, and then went back in and tried to enter. But on the 5 minute, I guess, and I guess this is part of my problem. So I would see the actual evening star, but I wouldn't actually know before, after that, the dragonfly or the spinning top, whichever one you want to call it.
This right here?
I wouldn't know like that's a complete evening star until that next candle closed. So I typically would have entered when it closed.
You would have been looking at it like this, right? And you would have not thought if it was an evening star or morning star, correct? Is what you're saying? Like you would have seen this candle, even if it was about to close or whatever, you would have not identified with this possibly being the evening star, right?
Right.
All right, so watch this. This is why the strat's so beautiful. That is an evening star, and you caught it. That's my entry. So boom, my entry would have been right there. Instead of entering at 394.74, you could have entered at 394.98, right? And we're gonna make this white so you can understand. Boom, right? And I'm gonna just teach you something about the strat. This is also a 2 up, 2 reversal. That's another reason I would have took that, right? The thing about the strat is that when I learned this, I ran away from everything else. I was like, oh, it has all my favorite patterns on here. You don't see them, but I see them clearly. 2-2-2 continuation, bull flag breakout, 2-1-2, bull flag breakout. These are evening stars, morning stars. Evening stars, morning stars. Evening stars, morning stars. That's why I see these patterns all day, every day, and just know how to trade them. Right. And that's what, and I asked Rob that when we gave him the interview, like, hey, did you notice when you created this, even though patterns are subjective, that they run with certain patterns? And he was like, yeah. But yeah, so
but for someone who doesn't trade the strat, I know you talk about it a lot, but I don't have that. And it's not on Webull. I use Webull, so they don't have the strat, and I'm not that familiar.
You want to know something beautiful, girl? The strat is not an indicator. I told you, look, it's just the numbers on my chart. I keep them there for people. There's the strat right there. 2 up, 2 down. The strat, I'm not going to get into it too much, but the strat is just a simpler way of trading. Like, what if I told you that everything that you've been trading and everything that you've been learning is not wrong, but you've just been learning from the wrong person, right? You'd be like, huh? What do you mean by that? What if I told you that there's only literally three ways to trade the market? There's only 3 scenarios that's going to happen in the market. Either going to be an inside bar, right? That like this bar right here that didn't break the low of the candle and then break the high of the previous candle. That's scenario 1. Scenario 2 is just going to be a 2 up or a 2 down, right? Right here. This candle broke 2 up to the previous candle, took out that target, took out that target. Those are your targets, right? Or it's going to give you a 2 down, right? Picking the direction and taking out targets to the downside. The third scenario is an engulfing bar, right? It's just a 3 bar, which is this one right here, right? Basically, it broke the previous high and the previous low, letting you know that a broader formation is about to set up, and that's how you got that inside bar, and you just kept flying up, right? So that's why I use the strat, to be honest with you, because it's just simple and it's not an indicator. And this is how I normally trade my chart, just like this, and just the only indicator I keep on is the RSI, because I've mastered it and I have my own way of trading the RSI. I created my own strategy with it, right? So if you want to learn more about it, just let me know. I'm saying, slide in the DMs, whatever the case may be. And we're also going to run a boot camp, Jordan and I, on strictly just the strat, right? Because Jordan's a strat trader too. He just doesn't know it. He knows it. He just doesn't like emitted it.
I have one more question that's a little bit different from the evening star. If you go over where it looks like they're tweezer bottoms,
Right here.
but is that also considered a engulfing, bullish engulfing from the right there where you have that over the red? Is that considered dual, like either or would that be?
No, you talking about this green candle? Is it engulfing?
Yeah.
No, I know a lot of traders that say that, and I love to call them out because I just be like, why are you teaching people the wrong thing? You don't even know how to trade. Don't lie to people. If you don't know it, don't say it, because what I understand, I fell victim to that too. You will listen to somebody say those kind of things, and then you start trading that way because you're believing that that person's successful doing what they're doing. This is not an engulfing bar at all. Why is it not an engulfing bar?
Is it because it didn't include that wick of the other of the one before?
And I'm gonna just say that you're 100% correct, even though I would have liked to hear it a different way, but I hear it in your voice. You just didn't know the terminology to say. It just broke the low of the previous. It will break the low of the previous candle as well. This is an engulfing bearish candle because it broke the high of this candle and it also broke the low of this candle, right? This is not. This is just a reversal pattern. This went two down, two up. Buy. I left you. You can consider this. This is definitely not an engulfing candle. This is a tweezer bottom setup. Here, I'll show it to you. Because I can say that and then you're like, okay, Moody, appreciate you. But I like to give people visuals. I'm just all about transparency. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I said twisted. Tweezers. You see this? These are two pin bars. The wicks, when you look at tweezers, either the wicks are going to be flush or either the bodies of the candle is going to be flush. And sometimes it's not flush, but it's just a little bit off, right? So let me just go ahead and show you a couple of them. So let's look at this chart that somebody did. I like looking at other people's charts and then finding stuff that they didn't point out. So right here, he's perfect. This is a evening star setup. Yeah, evening star setup, but it's also a tweezer top right there, right? Just because it's almost flush. Right here also is a tweezer bottom, right? You see that it's not flush, the opening and closing of these candles, nor this wick, but it's damn near flush. You know, it's not always going to be perfect. You know, we want to see things perfect as we see them and as we would like to see them. But the thing is, life isn't perfect. The thing doesn't happen exactly like that, right? So coming over here, this was a tweezer top, right? You see how these two are flush, the wicks aren't, but the bodies of these candles are flush and took it straight down. Also, I wouldn't consider this a tweezer bottom, but then you had a morning star right here, right? So things of that nature. But let me show you a couple of more. See, like this, these are super flush, right? Tweezer bottoms and tweezer tops are the same thing, just the thing is, one is a bullish reversal, one is a bearish reversal. The tweezer bottoms are bullish reversals, the tweezer tops are bearish reversals. Just like this gave slick like a tweezer top, right? And came right back down, but it just aggregated right back up. But does that give you the gist of what the tweezer bottoms and what they look like? Got another one right here, tweezer bottoms, and they did it with 3 candles, but you can see the flushness of all these candles basically, and then rejects and goes that way. Gives you it gives you.
So that's I think that's how I kind of got confused with some of the with like tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms. I was expecting them both to be just the same size or flush with the exact measurement versus the difference in a larger body versus compared to the smaller body.
Yeah, no, I've been there before as well. What I realized, the pattern that you just called out, like it being like literally flush from the top and the bottom, I call that Powell candles, Jerome Powell candles, because he does that all the time. He'll bring, as soon as he starts talking, he'll bring the market all the way up, boom, reversal straight, all the way back down to the same opening, and then it starts doing whatever it wants, like aggregating upside to the upside or to the downside. But yeah, great question. Before I keep going, let's just go to the chat and see if anybody else has any more questions. Let me just scroll up. Ooh, damn, people going in. All right, light bulb moment. Thanks, Moody. Tracy, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. All right, thank you. I didn't have my 15-minute chart up. Okay, let's get it, Shay Dub. Alexis, thanks for the opportunity. Absolutely, you're more than welcome. Don't thank me. Thank the Most High and thank yourself. You giving yourself the opportunity. I don't give people opportunities. I just present things. And that's what I understand about teaching, right? You teach from experience and you teach out of love. And you have to understand that you're not teaching nobody anything. And what I like to go about that is you never heard, and if you never heard your teacher tell you she taught you how to read. If you have children, you never heard the teacher say, hey, I taught your child how to read. No, they learned how to read, right? Because no one teaches you anything in life. You either get the information and you implicate it and execute, and you learn from your experience, and you can learn from someone else's experience. So I always like to tell people, like, even if I help you quit your job or anything, I am just a vessel. You did it on your own. Please take that credit. Don't put the credit on me, because then that's like dependent. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You did it yourself. I'm just giving you some confirmation. Jordan, I would have took the break of 394.70. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna just wait. I ain't even going to the 1 minute yet, bro. 394.70 facts personally. Yes. And I agree with you, Jordan, as well. Tracy says break of the evening star CS. I'm not sure what CS means. Bridget, the bottom of the candle white line. Break of previous CS. Aggressive entry is on green 2 after the 2 red on the low break. I'm just reading what Jordan said. Everybody's just commenting on what we were talking about. It's just labeling what the candles are. Okay, he's talking about the strat. Absolutely. If you want to share the example of what I asked you earlier, it was Amazon 15-minute chart. Yeah, I'll definitely go to it. Let's go to that real quick. And then we'll jump back onto SPY or whatever. And if you guys got any charts that you would like me to do this on, like, feel free to ask. Amazon, you said 12:15, I think. Let's take it to this one. You said 15-minute chart. Yeah, obviously 15-minute chart, Moody. All right, boom. My guy said 12:15. All right, wow. Oh yeah, right here. He was like, hey, Moody, would you consider this a morning star? And before I talk about it, look at how I gave you the morning star right here, and it started aggregating up, right? It just gave you entry, never took out target. Your target was all the way up there. If you break this candle down on, like, when I say break it down, this is a 15-minute chart, so it's a 15-minute candle. If you was to break this down to like a 5-minute candle, it'll give you a couple of extra candles where you'll see, oh, it took out the targets up here. It just rejected. It was a nice resistance zone, right? So what happened here was a morning star that it gave you. It took out a target on smaller time frames, right? But then it gave you a tweezer top, right? That's a tweezer top pattern. These two candles right here, you see how flush they are? Tweezer tops came right back down to that support, took out the pivot lows. Even when you're going to support, it normally takes out the pivot lows of that and then returns, right? Then it gave you the morning star right here, and this is the one that BW called, right? And he had DM me, and he's like, and my apologies for getting to you a little late, bro. I was just extremely busy. I just got back from the first vacation. I'm only here for a week, and I'm going back on vacation. But long story short, yes, I remember. I forgot specifically how you asked it, but it was amazing the way you asked it, because you was like, hey, would this still be considered like a morning star? Because, you know, and I understood what he was basically trying to say. It's like, it's not a small candle, Moody. And I'm seeing this price action. Oh, that's what he was talking about. He said, with the wick being this long, would you still consider this to be a morning star? And I was just like, absolutely, right? Because that's the pattern that it's showing you. And you also see the continuation that it gave you before it gave you the evening star to come right back down. Right. And the thing is, all of these terminologies on the strat, on these patterns of chart patterns, it all falls into trading the strat, right? Because how I just named it in a pattern way, like, oh, morning star continuation to the upside till it gave you an evening star to correct all the way back down to support, right? But to take note, this is just a TTO, a triangle day out, right? A PMG in force. And we'll go over that in a different class, but I'll touch on at the end on what's a PMG and it'll fall into what's a TTO, right? But that's why I love the strat, because all of this correlates with the strat. It's just literally in it, right? But yes, bro, this is the example that he had. I'm not sure if he took the trade. Knowing BW, he possibly took this trade, right? So the way you would have traded this, you could have entered in right here at the high of 126.93. That would have been triggering your entry. This candle came up, boom, triggered, came back and triggered it for you and took you for a nice ride, right? And that's how you would trade a Morningstar. But I don't want to do it on this chart because I'm breaking it down already on SPY. Let me go over here real quick before I go back to the chat. So we have found the earlier entry right here at 394.98. Jordan also said he would have took it at I think it was 394 flat. Let me go back to the chat real quick. 394.70. Yep. 394.70 flat, right? So we'll go, I'll come right back to you, BW. So you could have took this entry a little earlier, right? Because it gave you another evening star. 9 times out of 10, it's going to give you that same pattern on a smaller time frame, right? It just won't happen as fast. I won't say it won't happen as fast. It just depends how volatile the market is, right? So your stop loss would have been right here for this one, right? For the 15-minute time frame, this would have been your stop loss, right? So let's say we took this down to like a 1-minute time frame, right? This was we had this entry for the 15, 1 minute, we had this entry, right? Oh, I'm sorry, for the, I think I was on a 5-minute or something like that, we had this entry. So right here, I'll just look for a nice pattern, right? Evening star. But let me explain that, right? Because that's not textbook. This one looks just like, sorry. This one is just an evening star. This one's a morning star. You see the wick? I was like, bro, it doesn't look like the evening star. Or the morning, this one's the morning star, but it's the same thing. It's understanding the patterns of the candles is a 3-candle pattern. And what happened if you would have took the 1-minute chart, and that's why I stay on the 1 minute. The 1 minute would have gave you the best entry for this setup, right? And it was literally catching the bear flag, like pole, flag, it pierced TTO and came straight down, right? The big old head and shoulder that it gave. So the 1 minute would have gave you the entry at 395.31, right? The 5-minute would have gave you the entry at 394.98, right? The 15-minute would have gave you the entry at 394.74. I did this for a reason, to show you, hey, if you're on a 15-minute chart, you could have still made great money trading that pattern. If you was on a 5-minute chart, you would have made even more money. If you was on a 1-minute chart, you would have even made even more money, right? So that's one thing to understand that. And another reason I did that is so you can see like how the time frames work and correlate with each other, and understanding that if you know one time frame, and that's why I tell people, like, before you try to get into like multiple time frame analysis, don't, like, if you're a fast learner, do it. But you know, if you learn fast, right? Let's not set ourselves up for failure and set ourselves up for success. So if you know that doing time frame analysis is gonna throw you off a little bit or have you second guessing yourself, don't do that. Just use that one chart. And that's what I try to help people with. Like, if you learn one chart, even if it's a 3-minute, a 5-minute, an hour, if you master and you just understand, yo, this is this pattern, this is that pattern, that's all you're focusing on is that chart, and you're not jumping from chart to chart, I promise you, come on, mama, I promise you, you're gonna know all these charts on the back of your hand, and it'll just start, light bulbs will just start clicking, where you're like on a 15-minute chart and you're like, I see what's happening on a 1 minute, what the heck? And it's just like, you'll just see it in your head. So yeah, so just letting you know, you could have got three different entries off of this evening star setup. Let's take it to a 3-minute chart, just to cheat, not to cheat, but to see if we would have had another one. Nah, I don't see one. All I just see is the 2-2 reversal, right? Coming back down. So now we're gonna do the playback just so you can see, and let's take it back to a 15-minute chart. The 15-minute chart, this is all your targets. Let's go ahead and take it, Moody. Let's do them on gray. White are entries, red are targets. We would have took this entry, that white would have been a target. This white would have been a target. This also would have been a target. We're gonna make it red so we can know. And you're gonna see how it's just gonna eat up all of these targets all the way down. And this was a 1-minute chart. I don't even need to go anywhere else. So we go back to the 15-minute and you're seeing all these targets we're about to take out. Let's go ahead and start this replay a little bit over. What's the button? Oh, I gotta click this. We'll do it on that one. So we're gonna let this candle come out. And we know that all of these white lines are our entries. Boom. And let's make it go as slow as we can. Triggered entry. All these triggered because on the smaller time frame, this one's triggered. Next candle come out. Boom. Bloody, hard candle to the downside, right? Took in on a 15-minute time frame, entry, first target, second target. That's Moody's. That's Moody's. Don't listen. I ain't gonna say don't listen to Moody, but just I like to get the heck out of my trade. I'm just greedy with my profits. I ain't greedy trying to like hold on to trades, but I'm greedy with my profits. And I just put a decent amount of capital to be able to just like, hey, 10% is great. Even a 7% for me is great at times, right? So as you see, it went straight down. Let it play out, Moody. Check it out. Boom, next candle. About to fake you out. Boom. That is a bearish, that right there is a bear flag breakout. This was a pole, a flag. Moody, why don't you show them? Let's go to a 4-minute chart so they can see the bear flag. Bear flag breakout. Big pole, draw it out, Moody. Doesn't mean that they know what you've seen. Pole, flag. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it perfectly. Hold on. You're gonna let me be great today. Take off this magnet. Flag. Quinn be killing this. He be just do 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 do. Pole. And there goes your bear. Ooh, I'm gonna try to make it longer. There goes your bear flag right there. And it breaks out, right? Now let's take it back to a 15-minute chart. Because I called it out on a 15-minute chart with one candle, but that's because I'm able to see the smaller time frames from whatever time frame I'm on, right? So there you go. Now you can see that bear flag breaks out, right? That is your head and shoulders creating. That's your right shoulder now, right? It just got created to go down, broke your neckline. You see how I'm just talking about a morning star, but now I'm able to correlate other patterns with it. So now press play, Moody, and let's let it rock. Check it out. Even though it already happened, look, it's just gonna give you some more money. It's done. You know what I'm saying? That's the evening star right there. And all this is just continuation. That is a morning star setup right there, right? Let's just watch it play out. That's a bull flag setup right there, or evening star. Boom, comes to the bottom. You feel me? Like, what's the next pattern you want to give us? Ain't giving us a pattern yet, right? It's giving me strat stuff, but not a pattern. Bear flag now. Right? That's a pole, that's a flag. Boom, broke up, morning star. You see how now that turned into a morning star? Into a continuation. That's a morning star continuation now. That looks like it's going to want to come take out this target. Told you. And I probably need to do a class like this where it's just like, look, I don't know what type of class this is. We're having a replay and let's just play it from the beginning and I'll just call out. I'll just be like, all right, look, this is what I think is gonna happen. This is what let me know if y'all think that that'll help you guys if I was to be on the charts. I don't want to say live right now because I just have a lot of things going on and I normally do it live on like the boot camp. But long story short, like, yeah, if you, I should have said that. If you want a live trade with Moody and Jordan, right, definitely tap into that boot camp. because we do this live and like try to teach you exactly what we see, right? And anybody that was in the boot camp, you can ask them, it's not going to take long. I'm not trying to be trading all day. I'm trying to be there for like the first hour. All right, cool. I mean, y'all money. Let's get up out of here, right? Because it's all about discipline. It's not about, oh, we made money, let's make some more money. Nah, learn what you did. Enjoy that feeling. Live in that God body of yours. Feel that successful that you had, feel that success that you just had, right? Let's go back to the chart. Let's review why you were so successful, right? Because you review bad trades, but you also review good trades, right? To see how you could have maximized on it, or see if like, oh, sniper exit, right? Things of that nature. I'm gonna go right back to the chat. Let me just let it play out real quick. Boom, and this is a TTO to the downside, PMG enforced. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna talk about it. Inside bar, those are great to trade because you're gonna take this or you're gonna take the bottom one, right? I won't mention that as an evening star. This is more so of a head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline breaking. Oh shit, I already did it. Ooh, excuse my language. And then continuation to the downside, right? And what you got to understand is when you're doing this on the downtrend, squeeze the bottoms, evening star. You see that? Boom. It's gonna come and take out this whole PMG. You're just giving it a clean move, like right here, how it had a PMG. You're giving it a clean move. I just played chess, so I'm gonna watch that. Now it's giving you a bear flag. You can either get scared and be like, nah, this is a bear flag. You see the bear flag? Boom, there goes your shoulder, right? Now it's completing it differently. It's giving you a whole, just like it gave you the shoulder, head, shoulder, bull flag, breakout, neckline, just gave you a whole nother one. This is a cup and handle fail to the downside, right? And when you see bullish patterns failing and continue to fall into like, look, TTO to the bottom, and you see that happening, don't try to be a bull in a bearish market because you're gonna get ripped apart. That's when choppiness comes into play, right? Choppiness, all right, it stopped playing. We're gonna go to the chat here in a second. But to me, I don't know who came up with that word. Oh, the market's choppy and this, that. I hate that word. When I see traders say that, I run away. I run away because that puts fear in my heart. I don't know if it puts fear in anybody else's heart, but negative things bring fear. That's what negativity is, fear. I don't want that. I want to always feel confident in myself. If I tell myself that the market is choppy because it's doing this, I tell myself automatically, Moody, you need to study. Because the market is not, this is called aggregation. The market is fluctuating, it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, but it has a trend where it's going down. Choppiness to me came from where I said choppiness before, but that's because I jumped in the market not knowing what I was doing, and I got chopped the heck up. You know what I'm saying? You will get chopped up in the market if you don't know what you're doing, right? So let me go back into this chat. And I'm not down talking to anybody, because I know some traders in here also say, hey, the market's choppy. I'm just telling you what I take from that. I like to hear positivity. I like to hear life. That gives me even more confidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to tell myself something scary because I have my own mind. You start thinking like, man, what if that does happen? Now I'm not even looking at the trade no more. I'm over here thinking of something that may not happen. That doesn't make sense to me in my head. I don't try to focus on anything that's an assumption on my mind. If I know it's an assumption, it's like, okay, let's look for the facts and for the confirmation, right? Let me jump over here. Somebody says, please, can you go over ADBE chart for us? Harried, yes, I will, but can you be a little bit, can you help me help you? Because if you tell me to go, like you see, I go crazy on a chart. If you tell me to, hey, can you pull up ADB and like go over what chart for us? You didn't say chart it, just go over the chart. I don't know what to do. I'm just going from a daily time frame all the way to a 1 minute time frame. And I know that you're going to love that, but I also want to know exactly what you're looking for to be able to help you specifically. But I'll definitely do that as well. CS candlestick. Yo, Tracy, I like that. Now I don't got to write candlestick no more. I'm going to just say CS. Fire. BW. I took the evening star back down because it bounced off the 50, off the 50 fib. So I already know when he's saying 50 fib, he's talking about the 50% retracement on his fib, right? Fire, bro. I knew you took that trade, but we can continue with SPY. He made that bag and said, well, we can continue with SPY. I love this guy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. BW is someone that I don't know why. I never seen a picture of him, but it's like I connect with him, and I don't know why. You can ask him. I'll be on the phone with him at 3 o'clock in the morning, just yo, da da da, yeah, and we go over charts. I can't wait to the day that we actually are both free, and I just send over a chart, and me and him just go crazy and just go over it. But I just love his energy and things of that nature. But I don't do that with everybody, right? It just depends on not that who you are. It's just are you wanting it? Are you just, you know what I'm saying? Are you wanting it? Are you showing me charts? You know what I'm saying? Are you motivating me to motivate, to, you know what I'm saying, motivate you? It's all about reciprocation. You know, energy is currency. What time frame would you suggest for beginners? Ask me that question, like what time frame for what? Absolutely. But thank you for mentioning that a time frame. To find the best swing setups for morning stars and evening stars, your 4-hour time frame. That's like one of my favorite time frames, but I use the 4-hour for like a lot of swings. Absolutely, definitely, for sure. Yes, please. Yep. What is all? Oh, y'all saying yes to like do a class, like, and just go over charts and stuff like that. I got you. I might just even do a live trading session like that. Who knows? This all depends. Yeah, I just got to give me to like October. I just got like a little free week, but it's not even a free week because I got a lot of stuff we're doing myself personally. Then we got this boot camp, Jordan and I, that we're going to be running for the group. And it's just, I also know like we're going on vacation. Well, I am, and Jordan has a lot of things going on himself. And a lot of people were like that they missed out on the boot camp. They didn't know how like fire it was gonna be. It wasn't, I didn't want to promote it. I didn't want to be like, look, I'm giving y'all the sauce. A lot of people were asking like, hey, is your class, is the boot camp like the classes? And I understood what they were saying. It's like, hey, I'm not gonna pay for the boot camp if you're just gonna be doing the classes. And like, but no, I'm not. Like, the thing about it is I give all the information, but on a boot camp, we're going to boot camp. You're gonna have to learn this. That's how I look at it. Like, you have no job but to learn this. You know what I'm saying? And yes, our business coaches let us know like that's you're doing a lot within that first week. You need to price that up. You know what I'm saying? Just for your own time's sake at like $1,000 to like $3,000. But Jordan and I just want to keep it at a fair value. Where people could just, you know, that's affordable for everybody. And that's what we think of. We try to think of like, what's an affordable price for everybody, right? But yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'm gonna put it down. Let me write it down right now. Oh, there it is. All right, Kenyatta. Hopefully I said your name right. Kenyatta. It looks like it came back up and retested. So if you missed that first entry, you had another chance to enter. Yeah, absolutely. I know what you like. I know you're talking about like the spot chart when I was going over it. Yeah, absolutely. Bridget, can you look at F? Before I start forgetting all this stuff, A, D, B, E, F. All right. Can you look at F? I see a massive bull flag on a daily and weekly. I do not do the strat. Can you see if you see an up move, if it follows SPY, and it also has a big downside possibility? I'm trying to help you. Hold on. No, sure. Because I'm reading your question. You're not choosing a side. You're just trying to understand. Like me, I choose sides. Like even if I know there's a possibility the downside still a little, I don't want that. I want this side. You know what I'm saying? Like when I do my watch list for y'all, and when I put it out, I'm trading those watch lists as well. But once it's off of my chart, you know, I pull up a whole nother tab and I just go with the entry. If I'm wanting to be a bull, I'm just looking at call entries. But that's when, you know, I'm trading that way, because sometimes I do trade the other way. Oh, wait. Yeah, I definitely look at forward. To do the boot camp, you have to be available to trade during the day, right? Nah, we don't need, nah. Is the boot camp is classes. It's basically deep diving classes. All right, so the boot camp, to be honest with you, what I do on the boot camp is I set up trading plans for people, right? Not individually because it's a group setting. So I tell people like nice trading plans and what you can do, how to execute depending on the type of portfolio you have. And then, you know, Jordan and I also provide like different types of trading plans. But what we do is I have a mentor that's been in my life for quite some time. And I posted about him various of times. And he's also a trader as well. He's a multi-millionaire. And I provide people his trading strategy as well. And it's like an extensive trading strategy. It's like the trading strategy, the trading plan and trading strategy is literally like 5 trading plans. It just depends on what you want to trade. If you want to trade, I got trading plans for day trading, scalping, swing trading. I got stuff for people that want to do credit spreads, debit spreads, and I mean on like what my mentor did to be able to be successful doing this stuff, right? But yeah, I just give people the game. But yeah, we do classes. We teach people high probability setups. We teach people what are like truly high probability setups, how to get high probability swings, right? Like so you can get them like crazy swings, like charge point that Jordan put out, right? And went crazy today. Things of that nature. We also do live education, live trading educations and things of that nature. And I believe, yeah, that's about, and then you'll also get this book that I provide that is just on candlesticks. You'll also get 1 month of Jordan's what's it called? Profit calendar. And then he goes over extensively on how to like really use it and how to be profitable with it, right? And then it's just a whole bunch of whatever we think of that we could just give away for free that we just buy and we just give it to people. But yeah, the only thing that's not in this one and is due to the fact that the people we're not doing one-on-ones. Like everybody.
Let me say this here. That boot camp they over deliver. That's all need to be said. It over deliver for whatever it over deliver. You can't fail with that. You know, even just the top from the 5 days you would get what you need. Just don't just apply. Don't be like me. But anyway, but it's excellent.
Don't say that, Luther. You've been executing on your trades and killing them. And then one thing about you, Luther, I ain't gonna let you do that, brother. Nah, you don't be losing your trades like that. You just want more money. Know what I'm saying? We gonna work with you, bro. We gonna get that FOMO right and them emotions right.
Yeah. I'm definitely going back to the drawing board. But that evening star he talking about, Moody is fire. I was listening to that video the other night, last night. And man, this class he doing is like, it's kind of vanilla a little bit, but boy, that boot camp, Moody go hard, man. Moody go hard.
It'd be like similar because I go so in depth. But go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off, brother.
Yeah, it's fire, man. If you can get into that, I would recommend it 1000%. That's all I want to say.
So I have a quick question. If you work a 9 to 5, are you able to keep up with the boot camp, or is this done like after hours?
It's done after hours. I do a live trading session, and it's not even a live trade. So look, it is a live trading session. I just trade completely different. I'm gonna just tell y'all, I really trade different, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I trade like this. I remember when I was live trading with people and in a big group setting, I will call out like, hey, SPY 500. Well, it's not a $500 call, which is using as an example, but like SPY 395 calls or 395 puts, right? I would do that all the time. And what would happen was you won't know it because I'm not going to express it, but I will get frustrated when I'm trying to jump in this trade and I'm helping people. And then, hey, Moody, what was the strike price again? Hey, Moody, what was your, okay, I know the strike price, but what was your, what did you enter it in at? What was like the premium that you entered in at? And it's just like, it left you already. you know? So what I do is, and the thing is, when you're saying that, you're wanting to enter in with that person and how that person did it. What I do is, I'd be like, no, we're good for calls. Go for calls. Why? Because you're no longer going to think about, yo, Moody, what are you doing? You're going to look at the option and you're going to be like, this one fits my portfolio. You're not going to be like, man, this one costs $150. I can't buy that many. I maybe could buy one. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look at the ones out the money. But if I'm telling you, go for calls and you can hold calls, you'll grab some that's out the money that's like at 50 or 70, right? And you'll see that thing print for you. And you'll be like, oh, what the heck? And I'll be like, yeah, hold your calls. You can hold these. Like, I don't know if anybody's on the class that live traded with us. If you are, please unmute yourself if you want to, right? And like, you can kind of explain it so they can hear a different member. Hear a member say it. But yeah, I just tell you when to go for calls, when to go for puts, when to exit, your trade with your profits, or you can just hold it or hold a couple of runners and things of that nature. And I teach people how to trade the market open, because I know that that's what a lot of people, even though you have FOMO, you should wait. I teach people exactly how to trade the market opening. Like, this is what you do at the market opening. I'm gonna give you a call entry and a put entry, and then I'm gonna give you, as soon as the market open, I'm gonna give you another call entry and then another put entry.
Don't be like Luther and not listening. Don't be like.
Luther's only saying that because I was calling him out and he wouldn't take none of the trades, and they kept going crazy. But Luther, you're gonna get
right.
What you said, bro?
Moody is as advertised. For real.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. So let me just move along. But yeah, and then Jordan does a live trading if he's available, because Jordan just has a lot of things going on just like I do. But I'm not sure if he's going to be doing that this Friday, like say on the Friday, because I know I normally do it on the Thursday. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to do it on Thursday because it's my wife's birthday. So I'll probably just do it a little earlier. I'll probably just do it like on Wednesday or something like that. Or I'll probably just do it on a Thursday. I'll just probably live trade a little later. I just got to figure it out, because my class for next week is not going to be on Thursday either. It's possibly going to be on Monday, but I'll let you guys know when is it going to be. But it's just because I'll be getting ready to go to another vacation. It's also my wife's birthday. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, the boot camp super dope. I downplay it. I'm just that type of person. I don't like, I don't know. If I know it's fire, it's fire. Sorry. All right, so to do the boot camp, oh yeah, and for the person that said, yeah, you don't have, even if you are not available, the classes are recorded, right? And they're only going to be recorded for the people that's in the boot camp. You personally get those classes. Live trading, I didn't record the last one. And I would record this one. It's just, I take my content and I take what I do very seriously. And you know what I'm saying, between me and you, it's just people be stealing stuff from us. People be taking stuff from our Discord and bringing it somewhere else and things of that nature. And it kind of rubs me off wrong, because I want to help people, but it's like ungrateful people. But long story short, we're off that. But they're recorded and provided for you. And yeah, you're not gonna anybody. I've seen people that weren't on the Zooms and they've DM'd me and they're just like, man, Moody, you and Jordan really went crazy on this. Thank you for providing the information that you did. It took my trading to a whole nother level and things of that nature. So I'm more than positive that the boot camp will help take anyone's trading to the next level. All right, I attended boot camp I attended a few of the boot camp days, but I'm also on vacation. If we buy, we will be able to get the missed days by recording. Yes, absolutely. Even if you're not tapping into the classes, you would still get the recordings. All right. And I don't know if anybody knows, like, if you want the other boot camp, you could get that boot camp as well. It's just not going to be for $97. You'll have to get with Jordan, but I think it's at like $197 on his courses, not the profit calendar, but the Martin Invest courses. He has it on there where it's up priced due to respect the members because they took that opportunity. They did what they did. It's just like how I have this book up here. You know, if somebody was to ask me to give it to them, I wouldn't, because that's something that I provide for, you know, those members. And I don't want them, of course, they're not going to feel no type of way, but they put their time, sweat, and money into this boot camp. And I want to continue to make them feel special. But yeah, the first people that took the boot camp, they got one-on-ones with me and Jordan's. The second one, we're not doing one-on-ones just because we have so many one-on-ones that we're already doing. But you know how me and Jordan rock. Just tap in. Considering okay, let's go to these charts. Considering ADB, and I'm gonna have to jump off here in a second. Considering ADBE on the 4 hour, it's good blood and literally no support from the perspective. Also, would a long call be good to get that gap fill? What do you think? I'll go to it. Do you use Active Trader? I do not use Active Trader. Moody's watch list is fire. I appreciate you, Carmel. That's what I be trying to do. Cost. Jordan answered it. $97. Wrong link. He'll drop the right link here. Here's the new link. He just dropped the new link right there. Boom. All right, so let's move. Oops, go back to the chart. I think somebody just said something. Nah, that was Jordan. All right, cool. So let me go read, because I know what you want me to do on ADB. What did you want me to do on Ford? Just because I got it pulled up first. Let me try to, okay, can you look at Ford? I see a massive bull flag. Let me just leave this chat up. You got the daily. Let's see what's bull flag she sees. Let's close all this. Let me see. I see a massive bull. I don't want to keep this open. I see a massive bull flag. I see a massive bull flag on a daily and weekly. So check daily and weekly, Moody. I don't do strat. Can you see if you see a up move? If it follows SPY. It follows SPY. I don't think it does. But I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't think Ford follows SPY. A lot of people think that a lot of people think that a lot of these stocks follow SPY. I don't know who started saying that stuff. It's not that it follows SPY. What people have to understand is that SPY is the S&P Fortune 500s, right? So if SPY is going up, everything is going to go up too, right? But have you noticed that SPY could be shooting up and this one is going up, but it's just moving slowly and it's barely going up? If SPY shooting up, that one should be shooting up all the way too, right? So what SPY is doing is just helping the market. The bulls are in, so it's just pushing things up and things of that nature, right? And one thing that I would say, when you want to know what stock follows what stock, go to the ETF of that stock. That's what's going to follow that stock, right? Just like if you're trading tech, you want to go with QQQ. You'll hear people be like, oh, Tesla and Apple is following SPY right now and they're pushing. I'll just be like, okay, buddy. Let's buy whatchamacallit, keep running, and let's just say QQQ, because normally if SPY's running, QQQ's running too, right? But let's just say QQQ just fell into some consolidation and SPY is in some consolidation, but keeps breaking highs, but slowly. But QQQ is now in a bearish divergent. You're going to see Tesla and you're going to see Apple and Microsoft drop to the floor. And then you're going to be like, well, why? Because it doesn't run with SPY. It runs with QQQ. Tech runs with tech. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, financials run with financials. Bank of America is going to run with financials and things of that nature. So, you know, energy is going to run with energy and things of that nature. So that's how I correlate this stuff. But you can always keep in mind that it applies. You said something, Jordan?
I said, yeah, you can look at the beta of a stock to tell how it will move in correlation to the SPY as well.
Can you elaborate on that? I know I probably just went over some people's heads.
Yeah, well, it's just one of the terms, you know, how stocks have different fundamental things such as price to earnings and book value, yada, 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 right? One of the values that they have is beta. SPY's beta is 1.0, when we look at different stocks, they'll have a beta value, which is going to tell you how they'll move with their volatility in correlation to SPY. So some stocks will have negative betas. All right, so if it has a -2, then that means that usually it's going to move twice as hard as SPY does inversely because it's a negative beta. And then something with a beta of 1, you're going to see it move kind of along with SPY or very close to SPY.
And this is why Jordan's the GOAT. This is why I like to call him an angel. I don't like how GOATs look, but you know what I'm saying? I know it's the greatest of all time, but this is why, you know what I mean? I praise Jordan so much. It's not because like, hey, you know what I mean? I work with him and things of that nature. I just love him. I do love him, but it's the fact that I learned from him. Like Moody's just honest person. I ain't know none of that stuff that Jordan just said. I gotta go do my research on that. But that comes from 20 years of experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell you guys. Oh, sorry, 10 years of experience. I'm thinking about Rob. Rob got like 33 years in the game. But long story short, that's why I tell you guys, like you could be impressed with me. I'm impressed myself. I know what I am. I know I'm dope at what I do, but you wouldn't know who I was if it wasn't for Jordan giving me this opportunity. If it wasn't for Jordan putting me on this platform and saying, hey, Moody, shine. Moody, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people to look at the source, right? If you look at the source, if you look at the plug, you shall never go broke. So shout out to you, Jordan. Appreciate you, my brother. So let's keep looking at 4 follow spot. All right, cool. So let's see this bull flag. If you can show me the bull flag that you see, because I could just be missing it. Let me go to the weekly. Where's my weekly? Oh, I got too many charts. Oh, yeah, I see it on the weekly. So now that I see it on the weekly, I'll go back to the daily and I try to check it. Let me see if you said something in the chat going crazy. All right. I just paid. I'm so excited. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna go back in there, guys. You're gonna get me started talking about that. All right. So for Ford, yeah, most definitely. Look, let me just go ahead and delete all this and chart it. Wow. So this is the bull flag that she's saying she sees. Bull flag. It's not drawn all perfect. I'm just drawing it. So that's the bull flag that she sees. And another thing that you can do, right? You see how Moody wasn't able to see it on the daily? I'm just teaching y'all what I do. Go to the daily. Add the bull flag you see. I see you, Shawty. See you. The reason I didn't see it is because I seen his head and shoulders. And I was like, yo, what is she seeing on this daily? You know what I'm saying? Because how Moody trades is like when a pattern goes through, I trade what I see, like right here, right? This is a bull flag. And then, you know what I'm saying, it's just ranging inside of here, inside of this channel. But I start to look for like, you see, that was like an evening star right there. It's just not perfect. I start to look for like, how can I execute? How can I get in this trade, right? And if the stock is around here, it's going up, it ain't going down. Why is it going up? Because it's at support. You see where it's bouncing from? Look at this doji. Look at this doji. Look at this pin bar, right? Look at this pin bar / hammer, right? Look at this pin bar right here off of a morning star. What does Morningstar normally do when they complete? Give you a nice little continuation, right? Morningstar, continuation, Morningstar. Took out the target, then it continues to the bottom, then it went for a continuation off of that Morningstar. Morningstar right there. Morningstar that failed. Morningstar right here that gapped up. This is why I say, like, on a bigger time frame, I'm gonna show you the 4 hour. On a bigger time frame, these Morningstars, beautiful. I don't know how you're gonna lose if you catch this, right? I'm gonna drop the gems here. So, but let me finish up with 4. So do I see more upside? Just looking at this chart, yes, I see way more upside, right? Let me take it over to a monthly chart. I want to see the upside potential. It just gave us a reversal to the downside, but it's at a support, right? Because it was resistance and we broke over that. Now let me do a little bit more. Another thing that I see on this monthly chart is a possible evening star, right? That's what we're talking about on this class. That's a potential evening star right there with this small inverted pin bar right here. This one already triggered to go to down. It can go and take out its target all the way down here at $10, right? But that is the monthly chart. Let's go ahead, because it's just how I like to look at charts. If we're gonna go up or not, we just reverse 2 up on a 2-day chart. Where we at 3-day? What is today? Today's, damn. What's today, people? Today's Thursday. All right, so Thursday. So 3-day chart straight. All right, potential evening star on the 3-day chart. I said evening star, I'm sorry. Potential morning star on the evening. Red to green on a 4-day chart. And we're still holding bull flag, nice PMG. All bull flags give you a PMG straight back up. Right now, yeah, I like it to the upside. You got an inverted head and shoulders now that I'm looking at all the patterns. Your shoulder, head, shoulder, bull flag inside of your head and shoulders, cup and handle. This is a cup and handle, right? I'm just seeing, what I'm doing is correlating all the bullish patterns together and seeing how good do they look, right? Inverted head and shoulders, that's a bullish pattern, bullish reversal, right? A bullish flag, bullish pattern. 3-1, red to green, bullish for the strat, right? Cup and handle, right? And it's handling to break up, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, Moody just teach them. Hold on. Like, you know what Moody used to do? And I never used to ask people, like, is this good to do? I just did it because that's what I wanted to do. Bull flag. You see this bull flag? Bull flag. I will go to the chart and find these setups, bull flags, and see what normally happens when I get bull flags that are flagging this long on a daily chart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't see how it just breaks. Look, cup in hand breaks, bull flag breaks, 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 and this is a bigger time frame. And the chart's not gonna lie to me. I'm gonna take this guy to the upside. We're chilling on a 50% not retracement, but the 50 mark on the RSI. How I like to trade is not a breakout trade. Not only that, this is getting to a breakout trade because it's tapping right here, right? But it's also on an uptrend. Anything over this is on an uptrend, right? So most definitely, let's take it to the 4-hour because that's what I need to take it to. What? You see that inverted head and shoulder so pretty? Let me see what's going on. Yeah, bro. And look, that's a cup and handle, just an ugly one. If anything, it'll probably try to come take out, because it's testing the daily opening, it'll probably try to come take out these like 1442, right? But I think it's gonna push right back up. We just need to break back over because on the smaller time frame, the daily is on an uptrend. The smaller time frames is on the downtrend, right? Go to the hour, see how hurt we are. We're trying to bull flag and break out. Yeah, I would have swung this, but and I'm saying if it wasn't quadruple riching tomorrow, yeah, I would have swung this guy. Tomorrow's going to be extremely volatile in the market. There's going to be a lot of money in the market, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money tomorrow because a lot of contracts expire. You know how you have SPY that expires every 2 days? A lot of these contracts are about to expire, right? And that's why I love quadruple witching, because I like to swing quarterly stuff. I don't like to have to trade I trade every day or every other day sometimes, but like between me and y'all, like I already made my monthly goal for I'm in November already. Yeah, so it's just like I take my time, then I just have fun, right? Because you catch FOMO and stuff like that. But you gotta stay disciplined. But yeah, I would have swung this guy, right? It looks nice. It's a nice little cup and handle to go to the upside. And when I swing things like this, I'm always looking to take profits the next day. Right. And then I leave runners. Now I'll go to that other chart here in a second, but yeah, I see definitely more upside potential. I definitely see more upside potential for Ford, most definitely. Yeah. Anything above where it closed is gonna be nice. I'll just be like very cautious if I see the stock around like 1443, because if it goes to 1443, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go visit, like we're gonna come visit right here at 1402, and then that's what it's gonna decide. Like, do we want to move? Because that's his next like support zone. I was gonna do something. I forgot. Oh yeah, the 4-hour. We were talking about morning stars and evening stars. The 4-hour. is my favorite place to find morning stars and evening stars. They're all over this chart. You see them? And in a 4 hour, you'll see a lot of consolidation for the evening stars and the morning stars. But what I mean by that is like, and it could be any chart. It's just the 4 hour time frame is, for me, is one of the best time frames to find this pattern. Like, you see the evening star? If you would have took it and you would have swung this guy, you didn't even have to swing. You could have just took it. No, you had to swing this one. But you could have swung this, and that's the evening star, the 3-1. That's what I was saying when I seen that red to green, 3-1, red to green is this. It's just a strat thing that I do. 3-1-2 going right here, red. Don't care about this color, red to green to take out target. Right there, red to green to take out target. This is the evening star, right? This is the evening star. And look how it just went crazy. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Morning star, morning star, morning star. The evening star is at the top. Right, but they're all over like morning star, right? Evening star that failed. I like to take them over. Look, let's go to this one. This is a bigger mover. ADBE is the 4 hour time frame. Let's just go find anything, right? Evening star setups, right? And this one failed and kept going up and then gave it to you. Tweet, oh yeah, and then you can find great tweezer bottoms on the tweezer bottoms and tweezer tops. It's just, I really like the 4 hour for reversals. Look at this morning star right here. I'll go back over here, but morning star, right? One pillar. It doesn't matter that that candle's not super big. You can see if you compound this one together and it becomes an 8 hour chart, that is a morning star, right? Continuation, morning star, continuation. Morning, this is not, it's a morning star, but it's just not pretty, right? Right there. Continuation to the upside. Evening stars are always at the top, coming down. Evening stars, see it? Coming all the way down. So the 4 hour time frame is like one of my best friends when it comes to certain patterns. But and I've been talking about it for a while, but like I like to chart the 4 hour. It's just for me, and it doesn't have to be the 4 hour. It could be the 3 hour. It could be the 3 hour. You know, that's just 1 hour off. It's just what I try to tell people is you got to keep in mind bigger time frames, bigger confirmation. Bigger time frame, bigger confirmation. You do not have to be on a 1 minute chart or the 5 minute chart when the market opens a trade. People seen it with me live trading. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had asked me that question in class or something like that. And it was like, well, can you do it on this one? Because, you know, not everybody's looking at, you know, most people are going to be looking at the smaller time frame. I'm like, yeah, do you want to be most people? Or do you want to be you? Right. And then when I did the live trading, I remember that. And I was like, oh, perfect. It's a perfect time to explain this. And I was like, look, the market's about to open. I forgot what time frame I was on. I was probably like an hour or 30 minutes. And I'm just watching the market. Like, okay, cool. Then I finally said, all right, let's go to the 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you want to give yourself all that FOMO for? Look at the bigger time frame. The bigger time frame is going to let you know what's going to happen. Let me go over to the chart though. I mean, over here, I got to read that question. I'm going to come down, but I got to read this ADBE question. I forgot what you actually wanted me to look at. Considering ADBE on a 4 hour, it's good blood and it's good blood. I don't know what you mean by it's good blood. It's good blood and literally no support from my perspective. Also, would a long call be good for the gap fill? ADBE? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. ADBE, bro, whenever that thing drops like that, bloody, I get calls. That thing gonna run right back up, bro. Let's go to 4 hour. Let's just go look at what it does. Yeah, so what you saying? Yeah, most definitely, bro. Look, this is my R silo trip. We're oversold. We're going back up. We have to. Man, Moody shows them. Why do we have to go back up? Like, I just don't like to be like, no, we have to go back up. Let's just go look at time. This is where the stock is at on the RSI. This is where it was at last time it ran. This is where it was and ran up. Down here, ran up. Right here, ran up. And it seems so easy as I'm teaching, like, damn, Moody, you right. But guess what? It's about execution. You can't forget this when the market opens. Just chill. Just chill. Buy the support, sell the resistance. That's the game. Look, this is support, this is resistance. This is support, this is resistance. Buy puts up here. Right here, you wait because this is a breakout trade. It's either going to be calls or puts. It's going to try to fake someone out. As you see, and comes right back down. Down here, you buy. I buy. I just buy. I buy. Just keep buying. Just buy and buy. That's it. And when I dollar cost average on stocks, when I see them down there, I'm just, here goes 100. Oh, you want to drop some more? Here's 300. Oh, I dare you to drop more. Here go 1,000. Drop again. I dare you. I'm not like, oh, my money. I'm like, you're going back up. Please let me keep averaging down on I average down. Like I do that with stocks, not options, right? Okay, drop, bro. If I put $1,000 or something and it drops, oh my God. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful because anything that I put into the market, I put more. Like, oh, I put 1,000, you drop, I put 3 bands in you. So by the time you go up, I'm like, yes, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So look, buy, sell. All right, let's go back over here. Look, I'm gonna just take it all the way through. All the way through. Why? Like, it's impossible for it not to go back up, right? So with that being said, I ain't even gonna keep going because I think I proved my point. But yeah, bro, they're going up, especially after earnings. What happens after earnings? Well, look how they fall. What happens after earnings? Let's go back. What happens after earnings? This is earnings. Run up. They like to fall for earnings, I'm seeing, and they like to run after earnings, right? So yeah, how about them? So to answer your question, yes, quadruple witching is coming out tomorrow. For people that don't understand quadruple witching, what the Moody likes to do, like I kind of explained it already, and it's in my channel as well, in the descriptions of it, so you guys can go read it. But I like to wait for after quadruple witching, and I start doing this. I go into this one, go to rolling fours, and I start rolling shit. I start, okay, let's go. I'm trying to get back into XLE. Please drop so we can go break all-time high. That's why it's charted already. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nike's in there just because they're in the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, think what you want about crypto, but it's gonna go back up there, Lulu. You feel me? If you know, you know. But yeah, you know, I like to roll certain stocks like 3 months, 4 months, 6 months out and just look at my profits. And I also day trade them and swing them at the same time, like as I'm seeing those profits grow. All right, so let's go back into the ADBE. I answered your question on ADBE. Let me get off of this though, because then I need that for tomorrow. Well, let's leave that on that one and I'll pull this one up. All right, cool. Yeah. Does anybody have any more questions though? I'm really about to be jumping off here in a second, but just want to make sure that I answer any questions. And before I jump off, I gotta look. Please let me know if you guys are learning. Like, go in the chat, unmute yourselves if y'all want to unmute yourselves, and let me know. Like, yeah, or type in the chat. I'm learning. I'm here. Drop a money bag if you're learning.
I'm learning, Moody. I just haven't traded this week because like I just kind of took a little break because like I'm with my work schedule, but I've been learning, man. So I've been like kind of watching like the market, like just kind of break like just critical levels. And one thing that I'm getting better at doing to where like I used to mess up on a lot is like trying to like find the bottom, because I feel like I gotta be a hero trying to find the bottom. So like it's like, for example, spot keep going down. Eventually, it's gonna bounce. You can't go against the trend. You know, you don't have to be the first one to something. You know, because everybody keeps saying buy puts, buy puts, buy puts, buy puts. That's what the market makers want you to do, and then eventually they'll rug pull everybody that's in puts. So you just gotta just kind of play the price action.
Awesome. Got you. All right, so we got my boy Tashibi learning. That's what's up. We got Eartha learning, and we got Bridget. So for the rest of you guys, I'm just gonna tag Eartha and the rest of them when I do classes, because I want to make sure I'm only talking. I'm just joking.
I'm always here to sharpen up. You already know, man. I'll be here on the low.
Hey, I'm already know, brother. Like, what's popping, Hefe? Ya tú sabes,
How
papi.
you doing, bro?
Yeah, always learning, man. You know what I wish I would have. You know what I'm gonna talk to Jordan about. I don't know if y'all do that a lot. I don't know if we do that a lot in here, but I want to start getting into futures trading, man, because especially this year, there's been a lot of money in futures trading. Like for the people that's playing like the ES, huh?
That's for big boys, like for real. Like,
yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? Some people think option trading is for big boy.
That's what I'm talking about, son.
Hey, that's
because you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, God willing, one day we see our name, one of our order flows on like a flow algo. We buying 14,000 contracts at Apple calls or something. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be big boys too.
Yeah. No, again, I'm not stopping you. I'm not saying this a roof. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing the cautious sign out there. Be careful. That ain't. That's
what's more dangerous, futures trading or SPX 0 DTEs?
I'm a specs trader, so trust me. I trade specs every day. So trust me, I feel you. I'm on it.
Yo, you funny, bro.
Oh, Moody, you know what?
I want to be your child.
Yo, Moody, what I need to get up on is that rolling game, man. I've really never rolled out my contracts. I either close them, exercise them, but I've never rolled them out.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be rolling, bro.
I don't mind learning that strategy. Put that arsenal under the chamber. You feel me?
No, that's a fact. I'll learn it. I went to New York and I started like $150 account and it's at like 600. I'll try it with that one.
I don't know if he was in the group chat today, but I took my big account, like I put it to the side for a little bit. I just opened up a little account with $100.
That's cool.
On Friday, and today we at 1,600.
Let's go.
With 100.
With 100, baby.
With 100.
Talk to us, man. Tell us the sauce, bro.
The sauce is right here. You're learning from the master. You just gotta learn. You gotta
$100. You turned $100 to 1,500 in 5 days.
I believe you, bro. I would have took that.
I know what the sauce
is.
Took
my 150 to like 3 bands. It's just
talk to me.
I was busy, like, visiting people.
Listen, though, I was trying to tell people earlier, like my strategy is the first 3-4 trades, you got a full port. You feel me? You got you feel me? But after you get some money in your account, then you start developing a strategy. And I always tell people, you got to kind of find out what type of trader you are. Because for me, I've been trading for a while. So I got, my tolerance is different. I could see my account go down 80%. And then, I'm going to average in and hit him hard later on. But I know, I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. I'm not just going crazy. But the strategy to it is not that I just buy everything and things. There's times that I kind of calculate myself. Like I take it day by day, I take it week by week, and I take it month by month. I don't just be like, yo, I gotta make $1,500 today. Out of those 5 trading days, I probably have 1 losing day. So just gotta take it how it comes.
You a day trader? Like what you do? You swinging?
I do a little bit of everything, to be real true. Mostly I day trade. However, I try to catch those little swings that Jordan be throwing out, Moody be throwing out, like right at the end of the day.
No doubt.
You catch them at the end, the 330, the 350. You catch those, and in the morning, your money's already up, and that's not even a day trade, so you don't even have to worry about that. You go into the game already up. Like I could open in the bell opens in the morning, I'm already up $200. So I could sell, regardless of what it is, I could sell. And now my mental is a little different because I'm already up when the bell rang. So, like I said, it's a little strategy behind it. Yeah, but I tell you what, all you got to do is follow Jordan, Zay, everybody all the analysts, bro. They be hitting. It's really that simple.
Do that, fam. I definitely do that for sure. I definitely, I be following everybody. So for sure, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think
the most important thing is risk management, though, man. Risk management, because you can follow everybody, But if you're not doing what they're doing or when they're saying it, you know what I'm saying? Moody might drop something and walk away, but that risk management gotta come in. You gotta
profit.
Yeah, man. You see profit, take profit.
And then, like you said, you only got a full port, you know, depending on your situation until you get like some, like I wouldn't be full port. And I mean, everybody different. Everybody listen. I mean, I know people that full port, if they see something they like, they just gonna full port with a low, they'll just cut at 10%. So I mean, I don't full port, but for people that do like the full port, there's also a strategy in full porting too. You just don't go all in at one time. You size your full port in, just like you would size anything else.
Yeah, correct. I'll buy one contract, average in, boom. Then I wait for the hit.
Yeah, so you gotta do it.
You do it just like that as well. Just make sure that
I appreciate all that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You obviously, if you're starting with something
working,
smaller,
man.
you trade in like small account builders, like American Airlines contracts anywhere between like $20 to $15 because you only got like $150. You want to be able to buy.
Correct, and then you buy a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, you don't go trade SPY with $150, bro.
Yes,
That's what you teach in the boot camp. It's like, this is what you want to trade. Like, I just don't want to get the sauce out right here. But and if you was on a 24-hour Zoom, I dropped a lot of sauce that I do in the boot camp in there as well. But long story short, it's just like what Hefe said is risk management, following what the analysts say. Like, if you see Zay call out a trade and Zay hasn't exited his trade, Zay's still in the trade. And when he gonna call out an exit, he gonna say like, I lost on this trade with Jordan as well, or with me, you know what I'm saying? So you have to follow that. But the most important thing is understanding what to trade. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the key, man.
Even if you
that's
have
the key,
$500 or $1,000, you could trade spot, but what you still, that's not, I don't like to say that because you do what you want to do, but I'm not trading SPY with that. I'm not.
I've been saying that, Moody. I've been saying that. I've been saying that for months. Honestly, guys, trading SPY when you don't have a big account, it's hard.
You crazy.
Because it's so volatile,
it's not hard,
man.
You're crazy. It's volatile.
I think just, even if you have a lot of money, trading SPY is not easy.
Exactly. It's not.
These guys make it look easy, but it's really not easy, bro. You gotta.
I've been saying that. I've been saying it, man. And I think people just trade SPY because everybody does it. But people don't understand, like, there's contract, especially when you're going for like 20 or 30%. There's a lot of like other tickers, small caps that move just as well and less volatile.
Look at American Airlines, bro. This is what you gotta understand with these small account builders, bro. A 30-cent move is money. Exactly. While you waiting for $1 move or something on SPY.
Especially with the small ones, you have 10, 20 contracts. 10% matters. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, and they have a lot of open interest in volume.
And the thing is, go ahead, my bad to cut you off, bro.
I was gonna say, and they have a lot of volume. One thing, because I know you talk about America, you love AAL. One thing I would say about AAL, it has a lot of volume. I was shocked about that ticker because I started looking at it recently, Moody, and it has a lot of, like, there's a lot of option contracts and shares that are traded amongst that stock every day. That's a lot.
Bro, this is I swing these people. I go to a 4-hour, me seeing this, swing them to the downside automatically. I'm taking American Airlines to the next support, like about right here to 1411, right? I'm swinging them to the downside, or I'm waiting for the next. This is an evening star setup, right? Things of that nature. But like, yeah, American Airlines, DAL, Exxon no longer a small account builder just because they've been running. You got DAL, you got Under Armour. Like, look, let me just go through it.
Starbucks.
Like, I have small account builders right here. Boom. American Airlines, Macy, Twitter. Don't do ADB. All of these ARC. You know what I'm saying? Short the hell out of ARC. You don't see what the hell, man? Kathy ain't doing that right now. She over here trying to fix her, you know what I'm saying, crypto portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Charge Point, CLF. This is a super small account builder.
Man, that charge point play was fire. Oh my God. That thing with 200%.
eBay, DBA.
I closed today with like 6-7 contracts of Amazon downside. So hopefully tomorrow I wake up with some bread. I'm short in Tesla too. So that's a little strategy.
Look, hey, look. I might short FSR. I haven't seen them in a minute though. Yeah, FSR. Yeah, it's gonna take this whole PM. This is a PMG pivot low, higher, lower lows. Oh, well, on here is gonna be higher lows going up, and there's a whole bunch of pivot lows. One candle takes it all out. It already started, just like these right here. One candle is gonna take all of them out. You gonna see this PMG right here? Look, lows, 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 lows. You gonna see it right here? Blow, blow, low, 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 low. What you gonna think is gonna happen tomorrow? Swing them, or just trade them tomorrow. The reason I say you don't even gotta swing these small accounts is because they move slow. They're normally gonna open up. Like, look, this one opened up around. Oh no, this is the go to the daily so I can show you. They don't gap. They don't gap all the time. This is a gap right here. This was not a gap. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't gap all the time. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that gap, and you know, like, oh, these are always gapping. Those are swing trades. This right here, you just wait for tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow and take that thing down to like about, first you want to take it down to like 897. That is that's a bag on FSR, right? You got to look at the Greeks. The Greeks tell you everything. Like, oh, what, you trying to pay me $90 for a dollar move? Okay, so that means what's half of 90? I want 50 cents. Nah, let's just get 25 cents out of this move. All right, let's buy 150 contracts. They cheap. They super cheap. That's what I be saying. And if I ever charge something, I say small account, like, bro, we killed this.
Yeah, I really like the small. I really like the small account because it gives you more of a cushion, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Even when you're trading like SPY on $1,000 account, it's hard even with trading SPY, man. Because
who took this trade?
You know,
look, I called this, and this is what I've been trading throughout the week. I called this, took the push down, right? Didn't miss all this move because I wasn't watching them. Even though the news came out, I just kept my call alert. I was like, I could have got a different call alert, but I just kept this call alert. As soon as the trigger, boom, I'm in. Came down on me a little bit. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? And I just been calling it out for everybody. This is a small account builder. We just took this from 22. Bro, that was a bag. Like, and when I'm saying a bag, I'm talking about thousands of dollars. Like, but it's up to the person. And these contracts were extremely cheap. And we're still trying to go up. I didn't swing them though. I got out of all my positions. But yeah, and that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what we teach in the boot camp. It's like, learn how much money you got in your portfolio, and this is what you should be trading. Stocks. You shouldn't be trading big stocks because they move fast and they're gonna blow your account, and you're gonna be sick when it blows your account. But if you trade in one of these, they don't move as fast. And then you'll see like, oh, you'll really go crazy because you'll see the weekly contracts on these, and you'll be like, what, $10?
Yeah,
what?
Word, bro.
That's when I tell you go next week, because it's still cheap. You're gonna go next week and you'll be like, wait, what? $15? Look at the
Buy
Greeks.
10 of them, 20 of them.
You feel me?
And when you buy 10 or 20, you don't need it to go 100%. You just need it to go 10, 15%. Because it's times 20.
People people that talk about, and I'm not down talking anybody. People that always are talking about like high percentages. I laugh because I'd be like, you need that. I understand. I don't laugh at them, but it's just like, you could fool whoever the heck you want to fool. You have to stay in your trade that long to hit that money. I don't care if it's 30%. I'm gone. Do you know what my 30% is?
If you got one contract, you needed to go 100%. If you have 10 contracts, you just needed to go up 10%.
Yep. I watch traders. You letting your trade run 80%?
Yeah,
keep capping. You got 2 contracts, buddy. you still haven't trimmed. Keep capping.
Anybody who, I mean, obviously everybody's on the computer right now. If you want to take the time and Google what shares or ticker has made people the poorest, is Apple and Tesla and Amazon, because people try to bet against them and you lose all your money.
You know what? I never thought about that, Mooney.
Yeah.
I need to play the small contract. I never thought about it. I've been playing Spy and Tesla, knowing I shouldn't be playing.
This is what I tell people. I'm never gonna brag. Learn who you learning stuff from. Go do your research. Go to my Facebook page. Go to my Instagram. Go see how long I've been talking about this.
Yeah.
I go to everybody's page like, wait, what? Oh, you like sneakers a year ago.
Yeah.
What? Get out of here. I ain't hearing you. What?
Yep.
Bro, why do you think I praise Jordan? I did my research behind him. I know who you are. I know what you're doing, Jordan. You want to help people. You're giving people platforms. You're helping people, and people are betraying you. Keep working. You working. Keep working.
I'm trying to get to this end, man.
I'm not from here. I'm really from the hood, and I will really tell you what it is. I don't think I care. I'll tell you.
I need that M, Moody. I need an M in my bank, yo.
Yeah, Moody, I will admit though, you're right about them small account. Like I think just to give people the confidence, man, because everybody plays Spy, man, and I see everybody on the low. They not taking profits because it's too fast, so they walk away. They in the meeting
Stop
at work.
losses.
That's
another
stop
thing,
losses.
man.
Stop losses, stop profit. Take profit ain't working for them.
This is a
problem.
Trying to help people. This is what I'm gonna say. If you take an analyst trade and you tag an analyst on any Discord and you be like, hey, bro, if an analyst ain't telling you their target and their stop loss when they enter their trade, bro, shut up. I'm not listening to you. You don't even know what you're doing. If I could tag you and be like, yo, what's your stop loss? Yo, what's your target? Bro, you still ain't hit me up? But, oh, you hit me up when we green. Get out of here, bro. I watch. I observe. You have these eyes to observe, not to eat everything, not to be like, oh, I like this. Let me go over here. No, you have these eyes and 2 ears to listen more and to observe more, right? And observe people. That's why I be telling y'all, I'm gonna pop my shit. But go research me. Go research me.
You know me, Moody. I'm humble, man. I'm quiet. I sit in the background. I'm just soaking it all up, man. And I sharpen myself up every day. A friend sharpens a friend, like iron sharpens iron, right? That's what they say. So I stay on my game, man. And every day, you know how many videos I've seen and I re-see them, I rewatched them. I know what they're talking about. I rewatch it again. It's just constantly education, man.
Man, Moody, we appreciate you, Moody, for this, man. Like you said, one thing I like about you is you always want to just talk, man. There's a lot of Discord that people go to and stuff. Well, they just don't have like vent sessions, talk about stuff. You know what I'm saying? People sometimes they just want to just talk.
I got a big mouth and I'm real. That's why I always be posting stuff about Tupac. Like my mouth will get me killed one day probably because I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna use my throat chakra for the truth. I'm gonna tell people the truth, and that's why people don't like me because I intimidate people. I'm too confident. I know that. You know what I'm saying?
The first thing I try to tell people, like when I show them my account or I try to get them interested into, like changing their life, because this is honestly a life-changing experience, man. Yeah. And the first thing I always tell people is your first investment is not money. Your first investment is education. If you're not trying to learn, if you're not trying to learn even the language, just learning the language allows you to communicate better with the analysts or the people around you, that's trying to do the same thing. So the first investment is self, try to learn the game first, man. And then really, because people like homie was saying, like everybody want to play Spy, everybody want to play Specs, everybody want to play Apple, but they don't have one idea of what's really happening here, They just be like, everybody's buying. Well, Warren Buffett says, if everybody's buying, you run the opposite direction.
Exactly.
So you gotta education is the first key, man. So
what's doing? What we doing now? Everybody's selling. So what we doing now? We still selling?
Nah, bro. When people selling, when
that's what you buy.
When you started dropping, like how it did the past couple of days, you buy. You buy in fear. You sell when it's greedy.
Yeah.
When you see candles keep running up, you sell. When you see candles coming down, you buy. You buy the fear and you sell the greed. Correct. The thing is, you're gonna do the opposite when you first start. You're gonna get greedy when it runs up and you're gonna lose your profits. And when it's going down, you're not gonna want to buy. You're gonna be scared. That's why
that was my biggest problem there. That my biggest problem, I wanted to hit 100% on all my plays, 100% no matter what. I'll be seeing at 90%, and me trying to get that 10%, you know, it's like tripping over dollars trying to pick up pennies. So me trying to get this 10%, I lose my whole 90. Now I just watch my whole account go negative 30, 40%, trying to get this extra 10% to try to make it 100 in my head. You know what I'm saying?
How long did it take you to get over that? How long did it take you to get over that? Like mentally, like to like not like try and chase every play 100%.
3 accounts.
Yeah, I was about to say, how much you willing to lose?
Yeah, man, I blew like 3 accounts, and then I realized, like, okay, now I gotta write my mistakes. Yeah, this is what I've learned, that it's easy to manage when things are going right. A true manager is someone that's managing when things are going wrong. And that's like right now, this is a managing market. If you're not managing your plays, you're gonna get weaved out. You're gonna get chopped up and thrown away into the bushes. You gotta really manage. So for me, key was, let me write my mistakes. I know what I'm doing right. Now let me write what I'm doing wrong. And then let me learn from that. Then tomorrow I'm gonna say, you know what? I should have got it off. Like today, I'll be like, man, I should have gotten off at 10:30, 10:50. And then I let it run up to 12 o'clock. And now I get caught in the wave. So what tomorrow, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna say, you know what? I gotta follow what I say. If I say I'm leaving at 10:30, 10:50, that's my exit point. I gotta go. And I'm just using that as an example. But you got to really write down what you're going to do, what you're doing, what you're about to do, how is it going to play out, and kind of visualize it before it happens. If not, then you just get caught up. That's how you get caught up, because you don't know exactly. I mean, we never know when it's going to go down or up, but we have a slight idea. You know, we get references from all over the places. So you got to risk manage it, learn when you're going to get out before you get out. That's the key. These guys are like perfect, bro. Moody, Judy, Jordan, they all do like this. This is the best Discord I've ever been, though. And I've been in a whole bunch.
I appreciate it. Let me run through these questions real quick in the chat. Vivian says, can you show us using 1-5-40-minute chart? What you want me to show you? I'm not sure what you would like me to show you, but yeah, I have a little bit of, I really don't have time because I was supposed to jump off of this at 6:30. But I'll definitely go over it. When does the boot camp start? The boot camp starts this Monday. I think Jordan said that tomorrow is the last day, but you know, Jordan, he'll let you slide in on a Saturday or Sunday, but come Monday, I'm not sure if he'll let anybody else in, but it's the first day, so possibly. What brokers do you use with TradingView? I don't use any brokers with TradingViews. I just chart on TradingViews. I use TD Ameritrade. I also use I say Robinhood, Webull. So I use TD Ameritrade to day trade, to scout, and like the only swings I do on my TD Ameritrades are like 1 to 2 day swings. On my Webull account, I do swings that's like anywhere between 3 weeks out, anywhere between 3 months to 6 months. And I only check that account for like swings. Even if I'm day trading, doesn't mean I'm gonna go check that account unless I hit an alert and it's telling me, hey, let's go ahead and look at this. I use Robinhood for just buying shares, or my wife uses it to trade because that's what she likes. You know what I'm saying? I'll give her trades and she'll just jump into them. Things of that nature. But yeah, we use her account for that. Yeah. I personally don't like using Robinhood, so I don't really use my Robinhood account. I just use it for like the Greeks and things of that nature. And then I keep a little bit of money in the ETH. And ain't no money in there. It's like cents. It's not even $1. I keep it in there just to see the price aggregate. And because I traded on Meta on NT4. I can't tell y'all this because y'all not gonna see what I see, but since I have a certain amount of money in it, it always, I just look at that and it's always bouncing around the same like price range. So I just use it for that. I'm so serious about this shit, bro, but I kind of need to really get in the groove. I lost 1,800 and I haven't put any more money live, but I've been following y'all paper trading, but I gotta build a passive income with trading because I love to do it. I want to do this shit full time. Fam, my job, I'm working that takes all my time. Absolutely. Don't even afford all my bills. So from man to man, I'm so serious about learning. Thank you, fam. And FWM, fuck with me. I'm born and raised out of St. Louis and currently live in Dallas, and I seek.
Moody, where you reading from, bro?
That is from, I can't pronounce this person's name. I'm not the best. Karita.
I think you're reading a private message, bro.
Yeah, that is. Oh, that's a direct message to me.
Okay, I was just making sure you know, making private public type stuff.
It's private, bro.
I didn't know. It's because it's in the chat. Is it direct to me? Like, don't read that?
Yeah, it say direct message next to it in red.
I didn't know. I thought it was my bad.
Yeah. I was like, I don't see that.
Oh, so you don't see that?
The same thing, Jordan. Jordan, I said the
you've
same
done
thing.
it to me a couple times too, bro.
Oh, now I understand the room. So when you get a direct
private message just to you.
Don't be in Moody DMs.
This ain't DM. This is not a DM. This is on the chat.
Expose you.
No, listen to me.
Just messing with you.
Listen to me. This is not on a DM. I am reading from the Zoom chat.
Yeah, but he sent it directly to you.
Yeah.
Oh, so when you directly send a message to somebody, the rest of the chat don't see it?
Yes.
It's in your DMs, bro. Don't hop in Moody's DMs.
Nah, don't listen to Dennis because you throwing me off. That's not my DMs, bro.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Nah, because I'm trying to understand this.
But no, on the real though, it's a private message. Or you can send like private messages directly to you, so nobody else will see it, bro.
Bro, I'm just seeing everything.
Yeah, you good, bro. It ain't nothing. You know.
Hey, the person that said that, DM me on the Discord. I got you.
Yeah, it's me, bro. It's me, bro. It's Cartier Frames. That's my name, fam. I'll tap in.
Frame. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put your stuff out on public like that, bro. I didn't.
Oh, you good, gang. Hey, I'm solid with this. I'm really trying to learn. It ain't even about nobody else.
Love, bro. Love. Hey, I got you. Just let me know. Just get in my DMs, bro. We'll probably get on a call or something, and I'll try to see like what we could do. I just gotta understand. I gotta understand you. You said what, bro?
No, I'm listening to you.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying we just gotta jump on a call. It's not like a one-on-one. I'm gonna just do that, you know what I'm saying, out the love, you know what I'm saying? But we just get on a call and I just gotta understand you, your mindset, and how you see things. And then we'll just develop something, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta get in my DMs, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not in my DMs, then I'm not gonna remember, bro. But I got you.
All right, bet. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Come on now. You know, hey, appreciate yourself and appreciate God because you did that. You know what I'm saying? Not me. All right, Paula.
No doubt.
This is to everybody. It doesn't say direct message to Moody. I made money off of Disney doing a Morningstar trade. Let's go, Paula. That's Paula from the boot camp. Yeah, she fired.
Yep, it is. Paula from boot camp.
Yep, that's Paula from the boot camp. Yeah, I remember you showed your chart and everything. That's another thing we do in the boot camp too. Like, we allow people to show their chart and we go over your charting and like try to help you with your charting without having our chart up because you get to learn more. That's fire, man. Congratulations, Paula. I love that. I love that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Congrats.
Bridget, absolutely. Bridget, F. So F means Ford. Ford can make you a bag with this too. Back tested, the contracts are cheap. It's a bag, it's a bag plus. No, she's not capping. Lucid, Ford, you don't have to trade Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are gonna move too. But yeah, but thank you for saying that, Bridget. Yeah, Ford is a small account builder. Like, bro, it's extremely cheap. Marvin, I'm joining 2 hours late. but I knew y'all still be on here. Bro, I really was getting off at 6:30. Bridget, I already see the value in this Discord and I'm new. Great value in learning. Awesome. I appreciate those kind of words as well. Shout out to Jordan. This is his Discord. I'm just a vessel.
And shout out to you, man.
Huh?
So shout out to you, bro.
I appreciate you, my brother. But you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You gotta shout out the big dog, man. Thanks for the invitation to this class. Absolutely. Oh, so you probably coming from Tone. Yo, Tone. I mess with you, bro. You already know I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? We just busy, bro. You know, we both busy, all three of us busy, man. We're gonna get together, we're gonna lock in. I promise you, bro. That's a fact. And my word is bond, bro. And you already know how we coming. Thanks for the class invitation. All right. Okay, I'll pay tonight. How do you find trades like 5 days away? Jordan, I'm paying tonight. How do I find trades? I'm kind of trying to make that make sense in my head. Like, I'll buy the support. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Swing trade.
Yeah, swing trading. Like, I'll literally this is the best example right here because it's not a lot right here, but me just seeing Para, like that's the evening star. Morning star, right? So we're possibly looking for the continuation to go ahead and fill up this gap, right? I was trying to go for the gap fill. I lost some of my profits, but I was able to get out. But yeah, I definitely see us at least coming to fill this gap, right? Because it always comes back into this area. You see it, and then it leaves that area. You see what I mean? So I definitely see that happening. It's a small account builder, so it may take a little while longer. But if you want to catch like a move like that, like a continuation move, don't be scared to buy when the market's going down. Even though we're like, this is a downtrend, right? But you're still gonna get pops and then it still go back down. You know what I'm saying? So the best way I can say that is utilizing swing trades and utilizing bigger time frames, anywhere from, I don't like the hour time frame like that, to be honest with you. I just don't like that time frame. I use it for different things and just to see like setups and like maybe the 50% retracement, but to like trade it, I don't really like to trade. I watch it and I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I go to different time frames. And it's just because I like the 4 hour and the 3 hour, the 6 hour, the daily and the weekly, and those are bigger time frames. So the confirmation is going to be bigger on those. So I just stay away from that one because I'm always on the smaller time frames as well. But definitely learning support and resistance is going to help you finding trades that are going to take you up, like how you're saying, like a 5-day run or, you know, just multiple day runs. They're going to be swing trades and they're going to be buying at support or buying at resistance, like buying calls at support or buying puts at resistance and just holding them. But the key to that is having time on your contract. You don't want to do that with a weekly contract. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a small account builder, like the Greeks are great. Your theta is going to be anywhere between like $4 to $6. That's great. You know what I'm saying? You could do it on like a 2 to 3 week out. You want to go 2 to 3 weeks out on those small account builders and let them ride like that, because the contracts are not going to affect, the Greeks are not going to affect you. If it's going the right direction, that theta is not really going to affect you. The little $6 that you lose, you're gaining it right back. You're gaining it right back. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
That's spot theta like be like $20 on some of them contracts.
Yeah, whoever said I'm not gonna put it out. Whoever just direct messaged me and said, "Can you see this?" I can.
That was me. I just wanted, it was a test.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Nobody else could see it. All right, cool. Hey, and I thank you, Dennis, and thank you, Jordan. And listen to Dennis, that guy right, bro. I was just trying to understand what was going on.
Nah, bro, you've been doing that since I joined this Discord, bro. I never said anything.
Dennis, why you ain't never tell me nothing, gang, like that? Oh, see, I've been in New York too long. Let me stop talking like that.
I'll just take the L and put everything in general chat.
Dennis, bro, you supposed to let me know, bro.
I'm just glad you're back, bro.
Dang, I've been doing this to Jordan too, man. I'm sorry. I truly apologize. this is to everyone from Jordan. You'll get access after signing up. Anything that says direct message, I won't read those no more. Paula said, thank you, Eartha. Eartha is such a beautiful soul, man. I just wasn't, Eartha, and my bad that I wasn't able to meet up with you. So I'm gonna just be honest. So like what happened was I was really trying to help a lot of people when I got out there. So I helped like people from my hood, like, and things of that nature. And I helped a lot of like my cousins and things of that nature, like just family members. So what happened was, I didn't tell I don't talk about my person so much, but a main reason I was going to New York is because my brother's getting deployed and he's in the army and they sending him to Kuwait. And I just wanted to be able to spend as much time with him, you know, never know what could happen, right? But you know, he's gonna come back. But once that happened, it was like I was just trying to spend more time with him. And then my brother also lives upstate, and I'm from the Bronx. You from the Bronx. I never experienced upstate. I never been upstate. So when I saw that, I was just like,
it's different.
It's different. It was just different. It was different.
No, I'm glad you got to spend time with your family. That's what it's all about. You got to spend time with your family. But next time you're here, you better holler at me.
I got you. That's a fact, though. I should be going back this year. I should, because I got a lot of other things in a business meeting up there.
Where you stay at now, Moody?
Me? Oh, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I'm going.
That's right. That's right.
You in Florida? I'm going to South Beach next week, bro.
Yeah, hit me up.
Yeah. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna hit nobody. I'm with my wife. It's her birthday.
Don't hit me up there.
She gonna murder me. I'm gonna have to learn how to swim. Moody can't swim, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't go that deep in the ocean. I ain't no shark yet. You're working. Good job. Laughing out loud, Moody. You laughing? Why are you laughing at me? I'm joking. Hey, he did Mrs. D that way. Laughing. Oh! Dang, bro, I have been doing that for a while. Dang. My bad, y'all. You know, Moody don't be knowing, bro. I just be coming from the heart, man. I just be trying to help people. I haven't heard from her since. Yo, Dennis, chill. You gonna make me die, bro. I'm here. Paula said I'm here in Atlanta. Okay, that was up. I'm here now. Like, I live here, so you know what I'm saying. I don't, to be honest with you, let me see. We need to hook up on Atlanta. I'm saying, I guess I'll meet up with some people. I don't be trying to meet up with folks, bro, to be honest, because I don't know people. I'm just so honest. Like, I think people like that. Like, I'm saying, I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way, but it's like,
that's that New York state of mind.
I come from the Bronx. Like, I know what I'm doing now. I don't want to meet up with people. I don't know you. What is I just
watch your back.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, it's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? To like, it's weird. It's just like, I don't know. I could do it with Jordan. It's not that I feel safer with Jordan or something like that. It's just, Jordan's been doing it for a while. So it's like, he knows like, oh yeah, we ain't meeting up with these people. We're gonna meet up with
Jordan's Mr. Area Code, man. He's everywhere.
I swear.
Man, Jordan will talk you out of getting locked up. So definitely roll with Jordan. My man is the plug for real. Like, it's the reason why he got that next to him. So
no, that's fact.
Yeah. So what they talk, I know nobody's gonna know what they talking about. That was from the boot camp. So Jordan, he's just an amazing person. We were on a boot camp. We was having class. Everybody finished showing their screen. We was helping everybody, and everybody's gonna end up booking their one-on-ones. And Jordan was hungry, but he stood on a Zoom. I forgot what we were doing, but we were all engaging. And he get in the car and he's driving to go get some Chinese food. Mind you, it's like 11, 12 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? And it's two, you know, minorities in the car. Well, what the world's gonna look at us. I don't think we're minorities, but so minorities in the car. And all he sees is blue lights. And he's like, oh snap, we getting stopped by the cops. And I'm like, dang, you know, I pray for him and everybody that's on there. Some people turn on their camera. They're like, yo, Jordan, do not turn off your camera. They're just like, everybody's just protective over him and just trying to make sure that he's okay. But Jordan is laughing through the whole situation. Like, he's dying. And then the whole time, one of the cops knew who he was. He just didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't recognize him, and they know him from trading. You know what I'm saying? So like, Jordan's, as soon as they stop him, Jordan's like, bro, we trading stocks. You want to come learn? Like,
That's funny.
he literally flipped the whole situation. Like, bro, look, I'm on Zoom right now with my group. I'm like teaching and stuff like that. We just hungry, bro. We just trying to get some Chinese food. You stopping us and we about to miss them. They had to go to Waffle House now because they ended up closing on them while they were stopped. And then the cops took them out the car like, hey, I gotta come out. But like the way Jordan was just so happy and just so respectful. And that's the perfect way to be when you're getting stopped by law enforcement. It's not like, hey, why you stopping me and this and this and that. Like, don't act belligerent with them. They have a job. That's what you have to realize. Like, I don't like cops, but at the end of the day, I understand it's the title that I don't like, but not you as an individual, as a person. You have a child, you have a wife or a husband, whatever the case may be. You're trying to make it home as well. You know what I'm saying? You have a difficult job. There's knuckleheads out here that you know what I'm saying, fire at a cop or do certain things, right? So you have to be like precautious, like on both sides. We do and they do as well. But the way Jordan handled that was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just out of positivity and just respectful and things of that nature. Yeah, Jordan's voice was extremely calm, bro. Like extremely calm. He was just laughing at stuff and just like, yeah, man, come join the group. But no, yeah, definitely. But if y'all don't have any more questions, man, I'm definitely about to jump off here.
I love y'all, but football's about to start. And, you know, I was just riding it out with y'all.
Dang, it's dark outside.
Yo, I'm gonna say this though. When I make my first M, I am gonna print a big picture of Jordan and I'm going to post it on my wall. I'm not gonna forget Jordan helped me get that M.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just spill the beans. I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, Jordan be killing trades, bro. Jordan don't put half the trades he be in, like for the $1,000 challenge he do, but Jordan be killing trades, bro. I be trying to tell him like, bro, why are you still trading, bro? You just gave me a trade. Me and you just talked about 4 trades we just took, or whatever the case may be. Why are you still trading? Man, I gotta get these people some money. I'll be like, bro.
I need that
emotions. Like, I don't like, bro. I have to stop trading sometimes. Like, he's a different beast. Like, when I tell you that this guy is a different beast, he's completely a different beast. That, like, bro, if y'all know me this long, I am not shouting you out to just shout you out. And if I do, I'm just trying to send some positive energy towards you. You may deserve it, you may not. You know what I'm saying? But what I understand is you have to be like that for people. Like, man, walk by somebody, like, see these little kids. Like, what I be doing, when I be anywhere, I could be at Walmart, anywhere, and I see young kids or whatever, and they with their parents, and they may not have the freshest clothes on, bro, I stop them like, yo, bro, I love your outfit. Like, them sneakers is tough, bro. They're a little dirty, but them things tough, bro. And I just look back and just see that smile on their face. Bro, you know what you just did for that child? That child was like, mommy, can you give me this? I can't, but he not understanding. Mommy just doesn't have it right now. She's paying all these bills. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, do for others. You don't have to financially help somebody, man. Make people smile. Give people hugs. You know what I'm saying? Go hug a tree, man. Like, who are you? Did you come from, like, no. But just be loving to others. And that's what I try to preach and I try to teach, is just love people. If you move out of love, so much love comes back to you. When you move out of hate and anger and just, like, don't let your heart hurting. You may think you're doing okay, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how life works. It's all about moving out of love and just helping one another and just making sure that the next person is okay. You know what I'm saying? Words of affirmations. Somebody may just want to hear something. Like, what I try to tell people is, if somebody helped you in life before with anything, and it could have been a long time ago, you got their phone number, just send them a text. Like, yo, man, I appreciate when you did this and did that. Why? Because you never know how it was going with that person. I've done that so many times in my life that people will call me back and like, yo, Moody, I appreciate that you told me that, bro. I've been going through so much this past week and stuff like that. And that just gave me so much encouragement, man. It just reminded me that I am a type of person like this that help people and do things. And it's just like, sometimes you just got to remind people that they're great as well. But yeah.
Well, you're great, man.
You're great.
I appreciate y'all. I try.
I see you guys tomorrow, man. I'm about to relax and watch this game.
All right, bro. I'll see you tomorrow as well, man. Everybody have an abundant rest of their evening and night. May the Lord continue to bless us all from the crown of our heads to the sole of our feet. Move out of love, and just do something different in the weekends or every single day, whether it's going to work. You know, if you drive a certain direction to go to work, wake up a little earlier and take a different route. You may see something different that'll motivate you. Try to do something different every single day so something different can come into your life. Remember, whatever you do today is what you can do tomorrow, right? So yeah, peace out. I see Jordan in the kitchen. That dude always hungry.
Always eating.
I swear, look, he cooking now. Know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. See y'all tomorrow, guys.
All right, peace out.
Bye.
You're more than welcome. Thank yourself. Yeah, I see you, Jordan. This guy's too turned.